We're Legends on Paper, an eclectic group of longtime gamers with a passion for Dungeons & Dragons. We're not voice actors, professional gamers, or paid performers. We're regular people, just like you, except that we'll probably make complete fools of ourselves along the way as we attempt to have fun and entertain. If you enjoyed tonight's production, please follow us on Twitter and subscribe to our channels on Twitch and YouTube. And most importantly, don't forget to tell all your friends. Thank you for joining us on this epic journey as Legends on Paper presents the greatest adventure. Welcome to Legends on Paper, as we join our heroes again in Freetown, Tartessos, the pirate city, one of the pirate kingdoms of Tartessos. And got some pretty exciting things going on with Hal, but we'll get back to that in just a moment. Meanwhile, at the inn, Pergodi Inn, in Freetown, we have Hildy, who's still sorting through her bottles and corks and making sure they all fit and they're all numbered properly and in order and so forth. Joined by Giussini and Kiva, having a few drinks and just enjoying the evening. While Hal and Dakir were out moseying around the city, Dakir found himself a little bit bored, not able to turn up some of the things that he wanted to or was hoping to, and started heading back to the tavern when he came across a scene with Hal being accosted in the street and challenged to a duel. And that's what we pick up tonight, with a very unusual fellow, but typical pirate, I guess, in this area, in this city, of course. Very well dressed and somewhat polite but aggressive, Tragosi Rori, who has challenged Hal to a duel. So we're going to see how that goes here in just a moment. So before we get to what's happening with Hal, the folks at the tavern, is there anything that you guys want to do, particularly as the night is just kind of, or the evening is starting to turn to evening? You've been in the boat all day. Justinius, you're probably thinking about the negotiations that have to take place sometime the next day, so that you can procure, hopefully, a hull full of goods, to the silver ore, to take to Port Francis in Korth, and pay for your journey. And then you have, Kiva and Hildy there with you, that are just doing whatever they're doing. So what would you like to do this evening while the other two are away?
I'm just enjoying their company for once.
Okay.
I'm making very awkward small talk. I'm awkwardly trying to ask for information on the ships in the on Visca ships that were captured in the bar, because I after having the idea that I can't have a private conversation with Hildy if I never say I want to have a private conversation with Hildy in a very crowded bar, after about 2 hours of that, I changed tactics and start trying to awkwardly talk to patrons there.
Well, it is very crowded. It is very boisterous, and it gets a lot more raucous as the evening goes on. Fights are breaking out. People are getting more and more drunk. It's getting more and more crowded. And of course, with Bergotti, his boy, out there announcing the 12th a day that's inside drinking, which apparently is not a typical thing in this town. They want to. More and more people are coming in, just in a standing room only. And every time you mention Vikia to whomever's in the tavern, it's kind of the same response as just the words Vikia coming out of your mouth, and they immediately launch into a story. Yeah, oh, we took 2 Vikia ships at sea this summer. It was fantastic. We slaughtered them all and took all their treasure. And that's kind of how the story goes. And it could be, some of them, 3 or 4 or 10 Vikia ships. A fleet of Vikia ships we came across. We destroyed them all, threw them all to the sharks. And you don't really know.
All I know is that they don't
Which is
usually
true.
go in fleets.
And how much isn't true. But it's all very much embellished. And especially as the night goes longer and more drinking occurs, they become more and more fantastical. It was taken by a kraken! And crazy things like that.
As I progressively get more and more drunk, I progressively get more and more
Weepy?
angry. More and more, hey,
More ready to be a bear.
more and more ready to like start a bar fight.
I was gonna say, or a fire.
That's why I'm like, I'm gonna roll this dice 1 second. I'm really, that was the. I'm gonna say at one point, if someone like towards the end, they're drunk, I'm drunk, someone says like, yeah, we, like, the last straw of I've slaughtered all these people on the ship, I just deck him in the face.
We'll get to that one fight at a
Yeah.
time. So,
I was gonna say.
Bar fight,
Also
street
bar
fight.
hey, it's the Freetown, full of pirates, so maybe not so unusual. And for Hildy.
Hildy's going to find the smallest bottle she has, uncork it, and she's going to pull out her nose hairs one at a time and drip tears in. And when she's done, she's going to try and sell a bottle of 12th a day tears.
First of all, roll a performance
All right.
at advantage. Because, I mean, your table is just surrounded by people just gawking, talking, trying to talk to you.
That's an 18 on the die.
What did the nose
You are
hairs
so
do?
fuck.
They make your eyes water. 19.
Just making coffee.
I thought, did you say the nose hairs in the bottle?
No, you say
Hold the
collecting
nose
it.
hair,
Oh.
put the tears in the
I
bottle.
thought it was like
So-
a edition.
Oohs and ahs. Are they magical? Are they magical tears? Tell me.
I can't reveal everything.
Are you soliciting to sell them?
Yes.
Sell it? Okay.
I'm telling everybody, I'm going to fill this bottle with tears of a drop a day and sell it to the highest bidder.
How much you want?
I'll pop her glow full bright. As much as you can afford.
I can afford less than I could a little while ago, but I can still afford it.
She'll just keep
100 gold.
It's not
Not 100 gold. Roll. Let's go with persuasion.
Roll for barter.
That would be a 20. Dirty, but 20.
Wow. 100 gold is one of my parts. 22 in a row. 150. 200. 250.
300. I'm bidding it up for you.
You said 300. No, 500. How much did that go?
I hear absolutely none of this shit.
All right, sold. No, golden. He already said sold.
I gotta make another bottle.
You can fight for it if you want.
We will fight for it. Yes, and the two of them just see in this crowd, it just presses out, because I mean, this is wall-to-wall people just press out, just barely enough room for these two old pirates. You know, one of them is like in his chair, and he's got to kind of get up, he's holding a stick, and he pulls a rapier. But the other one can't even get up, he's got to hold on to his chair, and just on one knee, he's got one leg. And so one knee kind of pressed up on the chair itself, he pulls out his rapier. And then the crowd just kind of pushes them together slowly. And they begin, shing, 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 shing. They're actually pretty impressive, the two of them, as they bell it out. And
Shall see this.
Hildy's a sociopath.
finally,
Are you
after about 3 rounds,
Nobody's committing elder abuse.
basically slicing into as many of the surrounding people as they are actually hit on themselves, one finally makes the score. And at the middle of the chest, and you see a little bit of crimson just begin to flow out. And I would say, well, Justinian and Kiva probably both can tell that it's just a minor flesh. But this old guy, he just kind of like, and he begins to fall back onto the ground. The crowd catches him and just eases him back into his chair. And he just sits there still. For a long moment, his eyes begin to glass over. And one of the other ones looks over. Yeah, what is that? Well, this was that, you win! $1,000 gold! I get the tears on the swallow.
Well, that was such a good fight. You can have me tonight too.
How much is that? Hobbling over. He's hobbling over. One leg guy is one that won.
That's included.
Come with me now.
All right.
Let's go! You have it
I
right.
saw absolute.
How is the Hildy the first one to get laid?
Hildy made more money than we've made the entire campaign so far, and got laid in the same night.
I hear tears and twat a day are good for,
Aphrodisiacs, man.
Yeah.
It takes a while. It takes a while, but after about 20 minutes,
So what?
after about 20 minutes, Hildy and this old one-legged pirate finally exit the tavern.
All right.
And he's taking you to his
in
hovel.
the morning.
The man with 1,000 gold.
Forgot you existed at this point. Atta girl, question. Atta girl.
And Pagoda's just saying, quite the negotiator. Wow, I'm impressed.
Hildy probably could have got 1,500 gold.
She could have gotten as much as 1,300.
Well, at least he has a story to tell.
Sure.
Really a
But
passionate story.
look, I mean, she's making. I mean, this is like bucket list for this old pirate. So, not the tears,
Yeah.
necessarily, but the other part. So,
When he tells the story, Hildegard is going to be like a 20-year-old
Oh,
month a day.
He'll have the story to tell for another 2-3 years till he dies.
He was a full swap a day blood.
and no one removes the other guy that had the heart attack after the flesh wound. That's sitting in the chair, and so he's there pretty much the rest of the night, just staring into space. So.
This town is very concerning.
It's a pirate town.
Yeah. My statement stands.
So as some are being entertained in the most carnal sense, and others are, drinking as much as they can, probably just to get that image out of their head. We flip back to Hal, with Takir watching from down the street, a little bit of ways, as the crowd has formed basically a circle. It's a little bit earlier in the evening, toward the end of the day, when this all starts up. And I'm going to go ahead and show a map. Okay. So, we have Hal and this fellow Dragosi Rory, who was very fragrantly introduced himself and seems to be, he moves a lot. He's got the very nice silken tunic and long flowing jacket, the tight breeches and the tall high boots, and this fine rapier that he has pulled. His friend has backed off to the side as promised. Tragosi has assured Hal that this is just a mano-a-mano battle, and I think we left it with Hal pulling out his great battle axe.
Oh shit!
Intimidation didn't quite work on Tragosi.
Never does.
And Tragosi now, what are we gonna dance? But first I must know your name.
Name's Howl.
Howl. Like the wolf.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Okay, alright, wolf howl.
Howl, more like what your mother was doing last night.
Oh, you think you're it? Ah, that's it. I thought you were making a joke. It's funny. My mother was doing that last night.
No, she's quite good.
Yeah, she is. That's what I hear.
Alright, how did this start?
Yeah, so, back up. This is the way it's gonna work. I'm gonna take this rapier. I'll put it through your heart.
Okay.
I'm gonna take everything off your body, including that stupid fucking axe you got. And I'm gonna sell it. That's the way it's gonna work.
Okay. I'm a very accommodating person.
So, what's your story? What are you gonna do if you, by some chance of the gods, manage to kill me?
I'm kind of an in the moment kind of guy. I like to decide what to do with my prey once I got my teeth around their necks.
That is very weird. I think you think you are a wolf as well. Your name is Howl, and but your name is Howl.
Yeah, I didn't say my parents were the brightest bunch.
Well, I can tell. I mean, you can see in the genes how it falls. Apple not far from the tree, but in any case, Odgard then for you. Roll initiative.
Alright, enough witty repartee.
Roll initiative.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a really good one.
that'll do.
What'd you get?
Natural 20, 22 total.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, I know. Okay. So you're basically 5 feet apart at this point, and the crowd is just kind of moving in and getting a little bit closer, but still leaving a good bit of space. You know, no one else gets cut by this massive axe that you're flailing around. You can make your attack whenever you like.
Bonus action.
It's ready.
Rage.
You seem upset.
Very upset.
And I'm going to make a reckless attack.
Right out here with my great axe. Oh, that is. Oh, jeez. I should remember this month. 21 to hit.
Yeah, you hit.
21 to hit.
I'm gonna laugh if this guy has 1 hit point.
He moves very
That'll
gracefully.
be 12 points of slashing damage. And his movement speed is reduced by 10 feet.
Okay. All right. So he does seem to move very gracefully. Although you hit him, it seemed like he almost moved out of the way before you were able to slash through his shirt, impacting him more. And he seems to be more upset by that than the fact that he's been injured a bit. What have you done to my shirt now?
Well, let's see how you like this encore.
I'm going to take my second swipe at him.
Right under you.
Okay.
You didn't do
That's a
something.
10 on the floor, but a 17 up here, so 24 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
And that's going to be 13 points of slashing.
Okay. All right. Okay, so Crimson is flowing as he's taken a couple of good shots there right off the beginning and then the oohs and the ahs, and the people kind of move back a little bit even more, as you're swinging this great axe around. But he moves in, and with 2 swift strikes at you,
Either brain or
he hits. Right, so 22 and a 24.
Those both hit.
Okay, all right. So the first one is a total of 6 points of slashing damage,
Oh, reduced to 3.
and the second one is 5 points of slashing damage.
Reduced to 2? 3?
Write it down.
2.
Yep. And so, quick succession, 2 strikes, but not nearly as awesome as your initial attack was, apparently. And there's almost kind of a oh in the crowd, and you hear his friend standing just a few feet away. Tragosi, are you okay? Fine. Your attack.
Oh, that's kind of cute. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna butter my toast with your rapier when I'm done.
I checked this time. It's wrong, so tell. Butter toast and
First one is a 20 to hit.
it hits.
And I'm just going to roll the second one. The second one's a 13 to hit.
That one misses.
That one makes sense. That's going to be another 12 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
You missed the last one because he passed out.
I'll be honest, I was just like, oh, the body joke wasn't as good as I thought.
Yeah, but wait till the poison sinks in.
Oh, true. Good thing I'm good at Constitution.
Yeah,
saving
get
throws.
through his constitution first.
I thought your immune system.
Okay, so as he takes that strike, second one missing. Takes a big breath. Oh, he seems to regain a little bit of vigor as he comes forward against you. 2 more strikes with the rapier. First one, oh, terrible, Vergosi,
Die.
with a 8.
Oh no, that misses.
And the other one, 22.
Oh, that definitely hits.
Okay. That one doing 5 points of slashing damage.
Oh no.
Guy's not doing a lot of damage right now. And he just kind of dances around you. I mean, you guys are within 5 feet at this point. As he's just kind of, you're both just kind of dancing around each other. Him a lot more, obviously, dexterous, but no less getting struck.
Yeah, I'm gonna, you know what? At this point, I'm like, this is all fapping about at this point. I'm just going for the kills. I'm gonna do 2 more strikes. Natural 20.
Oh no.
So, and for shits and giggles, I'm rocking the totem.
Wow. He's done.
So, first is, so it's gonna be 12 plus 9 plus. So that will be 37 points of slashing damage.
Okay, so
Case.
with the strike, did you hit twice or once?
That's 1 hit.
No, that's just the first.
That's the crit.
And then barking of the bear. Of course, the entire crowd just immediately just jerks back with a jump, and with the bear coming out. This
Red aura surrounds me as the claw takes the shape of the axe, basically.
okay, and that just puts him on the ground, and you see he's bleeding profusely. My shit. Life just leaves him, and his friend rushes over. Sarkozy, are you alive, my friend? He's dead.
Put the axe away.
And there's nice. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you did it. You won it. And the friend gets up. And he's like, "Fuck it," and walks away.
Do you take the rapier?
Oh, I'm taking the rapier.
Okay. The spoils are yours.
Yeah, I'm gonna look around the crowd real quick.
No, just watching, waiting.
Okay.
Go ahead, see what he's got. See what he has. He must have something.
I'm gonna go check. Yeah, I'm gonna check his corpse out.
Right. So while that's happening, this happened way too fucking fast.
Are you
Yeah,
surprised?
who could have seen that coming?
Kill another one!
Are there any more challengers?
No.
Fair enough.
Over there where you're standing, Dakir, somewhat stunned, probably, just like watching this whole thing.
I'm not stuck. That's exactly how I
Okay,
expected it to play out.
exactly as you expected.
I'm casually eating a
Roll
carrot.
a percent.
Go for me.
What is your perception? For your what's your passive?
My
go
passive
with
would
that.
be 11.
Okay, you're somewhat surprised when you feel a tap on your arm. You turn around and it's this big hulking centaur. Now, this is going on. This is going on while the battle is taking place. Okay. So as you're focused on this battle,
I turn around. I'm not with him.
that is a good thing, my friend. My name is Silaro, and it's very important that I talk to you about a problem that we have, that I would like you to share with me.
Are you doing this because we're the same species?
I think because we're the same species is the only reason you might care.
I've been apart from my people for some time. I don't...
Look, here's the thing. There's a slaver that has some of our kin, juvenile, centaur, that were for the first time away from Gadis, and in their misfortune found themselves captured by a slaver captain.
What's his name?
His name is Silaro Adjutus. And I think I gave you that. His name is Silara Agitus. And the centaur, his name...
The one talking to me is, you said Sayar.
No, it was the pirate that had captured the juvenile centaur that is named Silara Agitus. And the centaur introduces himself as Nestro.
Cinematar.
Nestro
Nestro.
of the Thunderhoof clan. Nestro of the Thunderhoof clan. Now, you've heard of the Thunderhoof clan. This is a very prominent, powerful, influential clan on the Isles of Gatis. And he seems like he's probably middle-aged. He's not a young fellow. Mature, larger centaur. And just to look at him, he looks like a warrior. The way that, the plate mail armor that he wears and the upper torso and the fine shield and weaponry that you see, his long sword and his spear that he carries. You recognize him as probably a tested and proven warrior of the clan. Here's the problem. I can't rescue them myself. And so, with our people, not so many of them being in this town, or even being willing to help, you seem like an outsider. You seem like, quite frankly, like you only recently left the islands. And so I appeal to your better self in helping me to recover these juvenile before it's too late.
I look like I think about it for a long moment. Where are they?
As I understand it, they're being held in a grotto just to the south of here. And as soon as the ship arrives, sometime tonight or tomorrow, they'll be off upon it, far across the great sea, to the Luca lands, where they'll be sold. From what I've been told, the Captain Silaro is planning to sell them for 150 gold each. Sorry, 500 gold each. And I know that's a lot of money, but there are people. We can't let them be sold off into slavery.
Are you suggesting we buy them?
Well, I suggest one of two courses. Either we manage to purchase them somehow. Maybe we can persuade the captain. I mean, he's a pirate captain. I'm sure that if we offered him the right price, he'd be willing to sell them. I don't know how many there are, though, exactly. There's 4 or 6 of them. Or there's the other way. I know you have friends in town. I've been watching you. And perhaps you and your friends might be willing to help assault the grotto itself. Either way, there's danger involved.
Will you meet us there?
Of course.
I will talk to my friends. I can't guarantee their participation.
How about I go with you?
Perhaps, yes.
And perhaps I can, provide further information that might convince them to help as well. Appealing to your better...
I insight him.
Sure.
This is just a very specific bleeding heart scenario.
Very much so.
12.
12? He seems sincere. You can see a little bit of desperation in his eyes, but with that roll, it's as much as you're able to get from him.
You're either honest or a very good liar.
I think the DM would play on your specific.
It's just this situation coming out of nowhere. I need you to gather your friends all at one
There aren't
spot
many
for me.
centaur here. You haven't seen, you've seen a few.
Yeah.
And the ones that you have seen look far less noble, a lot more like the pirates themselves that live here. And at that moment you hear, "Ah!" And down goes Fregosi.
We all saw that coming.
That was a short conversation.
Well, that's one of my friends now that just reigned
The one
victorious.
that died.
No, the one that's standing and...
Oh, yes,
taking his
yes, I
sword.
recognize him now. He's the wild man.
He's very loud. Yes, that one.
Well, he looks like he would be good to have around in a fight.
I don't mind talking to them with you, but even if they don't participate, I'd be willing to try to help you.
I appreciate that very much, and I can promise you... I'm sorry, I did not get your name fully.
Takira, clan on a gate.
Your clan, I can assure you of one thing. If
I
we
don't.
succeed in this, your clan will also benefit.
I just get silent at that. And how long have you been away from the Isle of Gades?
I've been traveling the lands now for a year. When I heard about these, juvenile just by happenstance. And I just felt I had to come to their aid, but I do not think that I can do it myself.
How long have I been away from Gades now?
It has only been, well, actually, you were in East for a little bit, so
Yeah.
a little bit less,
Okay.
probably 6-7 months, I think.
All right. So that didn't raise any red flags. I'll take you to meet them. Like I said, I can't guarantee their participation, but at the very least, I'll do whatever I can.
I'm on it. And so, as you're finishing up that conversation, back to Hal, who was about to loot the corpse, and everybody's got their eyes just peeled to see what riches he managed to pull from his body.
Roll to loot.
Oh, shit!
I mean, clearly, his rapier's there, obviously.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, and so, yeah, and it's a finely crafted rapier, master craft. You're not, of course, you don't know if it's magical. It doesn't. I mean, it could or could not be, but it's finely crafted.
He won
Right here.
another weapon.
Got steam daggers.
What else lies within the pockets of this man that...
Roll investigation.
Alright, investigate.
His pockets.
Oh, I didn't do great. That's an 11.
11. Well, that's a little bit better than average. So what you do note is that within the coat, there are pockets, and you can see there's the various things that mundane things that have no value at all, but feathers and things like that, odd things, marbles, and there is like a leather thong that's been sewn into the inside of the jacket, just inside one of the pockets, and wherever this thong led to, you're not sure because it's been cut.
Right?
Good job.
His friend took it.
Yeah, his friend comes first.
I'm gonna look. Do I see the frame?
Roll perception.
I'm also not... Oh, that's a D30. What am I doing?
That's what you've been doing this whole time. Rolling D30.
Total is 20.
Wow, really?
19 plus 1. I'm rolling really good tonight.
So he left. I guess he maybe departed about at least a round before you investigate the body. But I guess with that roll, I'll give it to you that you might have seen him kind of just in the crowd, kind of in the distance, maybe 60 feet away, pushing through the crowd and disappearing around a corner.
Oh, that son of a bitch. Oh, well. No use crying over murders. And
It was what
I'm gonna take the coat.
Okay. It's
fit.
blood.
It's like tears.
Tears. It's been saturated with blood. Probably a little brain matter, with that axe of yours. Yeah, so, but you're welcome to it. And they're like, whoa, what do you have inside the coat?
Oh, he had nothing. His friend took it all.
Oh, lame.
If anyone finds the man that accompanied this fella, let me know,
Yeah, sure.
and I'll reward
No
you.
problem. Do you know who it was? I have no idea who it was.
Son of a bitch. I'm just gonna give like a little kick to the body.
Okay.
Just
people start to filter away at this point, but they're like, hey, hurrah! The battle continues!
And I'm going to start heading my way to the tavern that.
Okay.
They told you guys told me what tavern you were going to.
Yeah, sure.
Even if we didn't, you will hear the 12th a day. The 12th a day is here.
I feel like the city was more populated when we were here a few hours ago. Why are the streets empty?
You're just standing in the VIP line waiting to get in.
Yeah, no, it's quite crowded as you make your way. And of course, with Takir's eyes on you, you see him approaching in your direction as you're standing there with the other centaur. Do you make yourself known? I mean, you're in a crowd, really.
Yeah.
So it's up to you whether or not you want to make yourself known.
I'm gonna follow Hal with my new companion until we get to an area that's less dense.
Okay. Okay, all right.
Do I see the pair of horses?
Well, are you specifically looking for anything?
I'm
What
asking.
is your
like,
passive?
I'm asking passively.
Yeah, okay.
Passive perception is a living. It's
Yeah.
not great.
I look like a baby next to this guy.
You do your dog. Baby.
No. I mean,
Yeah.
the board doesn't show it, but there's so many people that
Gotcha.
you might see taller people. You know, like the big centaur, his head above some of the others, but not realize he's a centaur.
Right. God, flank on that man. His body's way bigger than you.
I got questions, Gus.
You're so little.
With a wide horse.
I was the runt of my litter.
So as you make your way to the tavern, pretty soon you hear the cry of a boy continuing to promote the fact that there's a 12th a day, and but as you arrive at the tavern, you see this green glow. I would say purple. I don't know why.
It was.
I think, wasn't that your original color?
It was
Purple?
originally supposed to be purple,
Yeah,
and the
see?
artist did it green, so I thought,
Yeah. So your green glow
Behind the scenes.
coming of Hildy and her tall aspect, kind of, ducking through the front door, led by a little old man who's got one leg that's just kind of like skipping along on
we're
this.
holding hands.
And he seems very happy, his huge smile on his face, and he's just kind of winking. Yeah, don't hurt me tonight. Yeah.
Let me make an
Two teeth and a big old
Yeah.
smile.
He didn't have a limp before
Really
he
made
went
a friend.
upstairs.
So you're basically like run into each other as you're going in, he's going out.
Hello, Hal.
Hi, Hildy.
I'm going to have sex.
Internal screaming. Oh! Have fun with that. Where's the bar?
I left Kiva in there. Can you keep her company till I get back?
Sounds good. Does she have alcohol?
I don't know. She was distracted.
I'll find out now. Push past the sea of people.
Okay.
That are probably somewhat following Hildy.
Yeah, they are. She's like a rock star.
Against the wave of people.
And then with you going in, they're kind of put up, their nose as you come in, as if you smell. But whether you do or not, their nose are just kind of scrunched and they're kind of moving away from you and careful not to brush aside or anything. And Pergodi sees you and immediately comes rushing up. No, we cannot have your kind in here. You're not dressed properly.
I'm not dressed properly.
No, you're not. You're wearing smelly furs.
Excuse me, sir. My friends aren't here.
Who are your friends?
Tall, old, ancient woman seems to glow a little bit green. Lady with red hair.
You're the friend of a twat a day?
Hey,
Oh, you must be her manservant. I understand. You may have a seat there. You will see the wild woman.
Oh,
And
no,
your
no,
Captain
no.
Rosini.
I'll ignore that you said that for right now.
Oh, but
I'll
you
go
don't
with
have
my
to.
friends.
Oh, yes, please. They have drinks for you soon.
Owl.
Hello, friends.
I have
Nice
been
coat.
at the bar. I left Hildy behind a while ago to start asking questions. I have no idea when you say I start a bar fight, but it happens at some point.
Where's that?
All right.
Where's the rest of the group?
Well, your grandmother left with
You don't need to remind me. You don't need to remind me.
Sorry.
No, I'll support it on the way out.
I'm very proud of her. Your other friend's over there asking a lot of strange questions and
Is
stuff.
that when you see Kiva swinging at some pirate, that'd be middle-aged fellow, swarthy, wearing the typical silks and jacket and so forth, but also quite drunk as he's just kind of like hardly standing on his feet. Make an attack roll. Unarmed attack.
Oh, this
I've been
is-
keeping an eye on her, but she seems to be doing okay so far.
I killed a man.
Not great. Have a little sprain on your shoulder.
Jeez.
15?
Good enough, because this guy is not too dexterous at the moment. As you strike him hard, what's your...
I only got 2 strength, and I didn't activate the fist pause that I got on all times.
Nope.
So he only takes, I think, 3 points of damage.
Yeah, 1 plus your strength modifier.
Yes.
So 3 points of damage. As he gets hit, boom. The rest of the bar, whoa, and kind of move back a little bit, watching this scene take place. But he just kind of swoons a moment, and then you watch as he goes over the floor.
You say that again, you mother...
I don't think he's saying anything. Pergoti's over there real quick. Take him away, take him away. And then a couple of big, hulking fellows come over and just drag his body away. However, you note that with this going on, that there is a man with glazed over eyes, older fella, sitting in a chair, not too far from the table, just staring at oblivion.
He's fine. Keep up. Did I just watch you punch a drunk man? I'm so proud of you. Where's my ale? And he's gonna ask me,
Oh yeah, your ale's brought over
Yeah.
quickly.
and I'm gonna catch up with Kiva and relay the little bit of information I was able to get. Essentially, pretty tight-lipped about it. Inconsistent numbers. I could probably figure maybe less than a dozen ships have been at least openly brought to harbor.
I'd say it sounds like, you know, when they were kind of sober, it sounded like they were like 3 or 4. And then there were 5, and then there were 12, and then there was a Kraken, and then there was an army at 12 a day, which that one was my favorite, even if it was so dumb.
A lot of numbers get bigger when you're drunk.
Oh, did you know that Hildy sold some of her tears for more money than I have ever seen in my life?
Oh shit!
Well, and then she sold herself.
I did not need to be reminded. I'm not.
I think that was gift with purchase.
She knows that with her.
I'll be honest. Something I would prefer not to know about. But, you know, get me a couple more ale and then you can tell me about it.
I didn't want to know about it either, but here we are.
House slams the one that can right now.
I'm 4 at this. This is my 4th, I'd say.
Oh, I got some catching up to do.
Now, following at a distance,
I just see the crowd around the tavern shaking.
yeah, the crowd around the tavern, but it's starting to move away a little bit, and you notice the green glow of Hildy, not there, but kind of down an alleyway. You look over, and Hildy is with some old man, apparently, with one leg that's kind of hobbling down. She's holding his hand, and they're in the distance at this point, probably 90 feet away or so, down an alleyway, and you see them slowly turn. The old man kind of fumbles with a ring with keys on it. It falls on the ground. He picks it up. It takes a couple minutes, and as he does, he finally picks it up. He unlocks the door and opens
in
it.
the alley, but I love a bed.
Rolls back with the door and tries to hold it to let Hildy in, and then he looks around down the alleyway, just kind of.
I'm just emotionlessly staring. It has to be the least inconspicuous.
They disappear behind the door.
Portray of fucking.
Think about it this way when everyone's looking left right now.
So the entry to the tavern was crowded for a few moments after Hildy left, but people started to slowly, drift off now that there's no longer a celebrity in the house.
Kind of looked over my shoulder at Nestor. I'm going to apologize in advance for them.
That was a twat a day, yes.
That was one of them.
Was that the one that was traveling with you, the old lady? I saw you come off the ship.
Some might call her a leader. They would be mistaken. The rest of them, I'm sure, are inside.
Not like our people at all, are they?
Seems like a reliable way of finding the group is just go where the crowd is.
I'll keep that in mind.
into the tavern, look
Okay.
around, and sure enough.
So you find it a little bit easier to move through as people are coming out and the big centaur following behind you. People just move out of the way quickly because, I mean, it's the size of a horse,
Yeah.
and just barely getting through this doorway. And Brigodi is just almost astounded watching this fellow come in. Oh, two centaur! Please take a seat wherever you like.
Hildy, or Hildy.
You with him?
Kiva, how? Over here, please.
Tournament time!
Oh, equestrian friend has arrived.
Like Hildy made a friend.
Oh my god.
And Howell will hobble over and grab Takir by the shoulder.
Okay, did you fuck this centaur?
Are you drunk?
I've already drank 3 and I've been here for 2 minutes.
I have grave matters to discuss, and I'd like to do it when everybody's sober.
Tomorrow.
The very large centaur standing, looming over Dakir. I see I've not come at a very good time.
I forgot that centaurs are actually tall.
Oh my god, this is so cute. It's like the Charles and the Papa. The Philly and the...
Who's your daddy?
You have to deal with this all the time?
Unfortunately, if we didn't have a bit of a time crunch on our hands, I would say we should wait it out, but if we can...
It's a small centaur syndrome.
Can you all come over here, please?
How about I meet with you in the morning when your group is...
Didn't you say that it was...
I'm going to go watch the grotto. Keep an eye on things and make sure that they don't get taken during the night. Hopefully, they won't. And we'll be able to decide, your group, if you'll be able to help me or not.
I'm going to talk to them now. You said they would be sold tonight. We can't risk being
Could
there.
be sold tonight, yes.
Then we can't risk that. You go to the grotto, and I'll see who's able and willing to join us.
He gives you directions to the grotto, which is south of town and near the water, obviously. About, not very far, it's only about a quarter of a mile south of town. But once you get out of, just sailing up to Freeport, or Freetown, you notice, that just outside the city limits, where the buildings end, is pretty much wildland. So it's not like there's a lot of settlements, farming, or anything outside. It's just like wild and overgrown. So,
Is there any landmarks at all that could help us find it?
he tells you about a trail that you can follow down to it. There are roads that lead off through this tangled mess of wilderness. One off to the east that heads to Argunas, where the slave town is, and the Argunas River. And then, of course, that same road, goes off to the pirate cities to the north and the south. So he gives you appropriate landmarks and directions on how to get to where this grotto is.
I don't understand how you're drunk. I got here 30 seconds after you did.
I said I had about a hole in the top of the gate and walked through the door.
And he trots off right away.
Gotcha.
Oh, big horse.
Do you at least have your wits about you, Jaffinia?
I always have my wits about me. I'm the captain.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a
It's like you
non-answer.
a lot harder than it hit me.
No, I'll drink a lot really quick. I killed a man today.
Was it fun?
It was kind of fun.
Charles Pockets?
His friend bastard cut off his his codpiece before I could get to it.
Well,
So I offered her more for it. If I find him, I'll kill him too.
I like your jacket. It looks.
Centaur children are being sold tonight, and I would like for us to do something about it.
Oh, are we killing slavers?
Sure.
Oh, fucking slavers, I'm in.
Did anybody else feel a sudden shift in tone in the room?
I'm like emanating tense energy right now.
I think that being drunk and being angry is the best time to make important decisions. So let's fucking kill some people.
I hope you can walk off some of this as we journey to the grotto, but
Walk.
Wait, we're going down?
we have to. They might be sold tonight, and I don't want to risk it.
Oh shit, I'm pissed.
How many are we looking at?
He said 4 to 6.
Who said?
My companion just left
Well, there's not.
after a rather embarrassing display from the
The
two of you.
stallion. What's his name?
Nestrel.
I'll just ask that.
He was of an honorable clan, or he is of an honorable clan known as the Thunderhooves. They were
Oh.
well regarded on Gades.
Wait, his name is Nestral Thunderhoof?
That Nestrel of the Thunderhoof clan, as I am Dakir of the Onagate clan.
Oh, Thunderhoof's so cool.
So is Onagate. Anyway.
I don't know if you can be called Onagate anymore, you thieving son of a bitch.
I'll pass that off to the alcohol.
Whatever you need. There's one thing I can't deal with. It's the slavers. I'm at your disposal.
Only killing sailors.
Are any of your crew available?
We can get at least a couple.
So the old guy, how quick do you think it'll be?
Ooh. I don't know. I
Like,
hear each way. Which one of you would know better?
I
How
don't,
quick is Hildy?
I don't know.
Much
He's the one who
slower than
cares.
me.
It was about 20.
Oh, really?
Not understanding.
That's totally in character.
Him not understanding the context is hilarious.
I saw she was having a meeting with some lame pirate.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I'm referencing.
Yes, she was shaking hands with him.
It's playing patty cake.
That's all well and good, but I feel like we have more urgent matters. I'll go retrieve her now.
oh, that's a great idea.
Oh yeah, make sure just to barge in the room. Don't even knock.
The matter is urgent, you know.
Very well.
Yeah, the good news is you know where she went.
Yeah, so I'll walk in there.
She's expecting you.
So right now, Hal and Kiva are fairly well intoxicated, and they will be for a while. I'll say Josini is probably not so much, as she has shown that she drinks very little, if anything. You would also know that to gather whatever, your crew, for the most part, is at their various homes or, visiting relatives, friends, whatever in town. You have 2 people on the ship. You can take those 2 people off the ship if you want, but then there'll be nobody on your ship. It would now. You obviously know where all your crew lives and where they might be, so you could take the time, which would take some time, to gather 1 or 2 up. It's up to you.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's just us.
Very well, that's fine. I'll go get Hildegard. The sooner we leave, the better. Thank you all.
So the rest of you are staying here while Dakir goes to get.
I mean, it's next door, right?
Well, no, I mean it's close. I mean it's within 120 feet. So
Well, it's
Yeah,
one
down.
one round for me.
okay, yeah. Well, except you're running through the crowd. It probably takes a little bit longer. But anyway,
I was going to drink drunkenly.
No, primarily,
Drunkenly.
I need some coffees from my friend.
I'll go with the horse.
Bring the whole.
we have an excellent bean.
Or you go in with the horse.
Bring
I'll
the whole
go with the
kettle.
horse.
Keep it covered.
I kind of just grab you on the shoulder and try to hold you there. I don't, I was poking fun before, but I don't think you want to see that.
No, I want to see what he sees.
Oh! You're right. Let's go.
So Josini's left with the thing.
Hey guys, children are in danger.
The debauchery has begun.
I can see that.
No, I'll follow that. But I'm standing in back.
It's like Scooby-Doo with their heads pop around the wall in a row.
I mean,
while I'm knocking
you
on the
clearly. I mean, it's really obvious they're following you because they're so fucking loud as they're, swaying through the crowd, trying to get out behind you. And then getting out into the street, of course, they're right
I
there.
rolled an 8 on my stealth. At disadvantage.
You were actually shoving?
At disadvantage.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what? I roll stealth at disadvantage too.
Let's be quiet, guys.
I am quiet as a goddamn mouse. I got a 15 and an 18 on the die.
Yeah. Even still, you're standing right next to Howell. So as Dakir turns around, you may be walking quietly, but you're still very visible.
Yeah.
So, for what
Let
it's
me
worth.
just make small talk and look at each other every time you turn around.
You're all so incredibly embarrassing.
Don't tell the kid we're following him. Shh, don't tell him.
How did you get this drunk in 30
He
seconds?
can't see me, I can't see him.
How,
Trick never works.
how has the constitution of an infant?
I just basically took a small barrel and just went the entire time it took you to walk out.
Hal didn't drink ale. He drank a bottle of pure absinthe.
Oh no. Not again.
Hildegard!
Knocking on the door.
Hildegard!
Try the knob. Open the door.
It's locked.
It's important. Pick the lock.
Hildegard, it's important.
You ignore them?
I'm busy!
I assure you that this is more important than shaking hands or patty cake, whatever that is.
Oh, we're not doing that. We're having sex.
Just about to get to the good part!
My face is...
This is going on behind you.
I'm telling you, look at his face. Oh my god, it's so pink.
There are people starting to stop and crowd around to see what's going on. What's happening? I don't know.
The lives of children are at stake, Hildegard.
Interesting.
Are you almost done, dear?
That's what I hear at home every night.
Let me retrieve my peg leg.
Where's he going now?
Hold on, I can wait a minute. It touched me.
We just hear a loud popping sound.
Oh, careful, dear. It's spilling.
The lives of children.
The people outside, what's happening? You're coming back tonight, yeah? You're coming back tonight so we can finish.
Oh, well, you'll be able to do it again.
You can do it even once.
Oh,
Still working on it.
I can help you.
Okay.
Okay, hold on.
Fade to black.
Hildy will help him hurry up.
We should have faded to black a long time ago. We're past fading to black.
30 seconds later. That was great. You hear the latch. There's Hildy standing there.
Does she have a satisfied glow?
I'm not a virgin anymore. I'm finally letting go.
The room's in shambles. Not a very nice room anyway.
Could have all been yours here.
There's no facade of being reserved or anything anymore. He just looks emotionally destroyed.
And that's when the scent hits you.
No!
What? Everybody in the alleyway like, oh! They start going off, running away down the alleyway.
Your stomach hurts so much.
So the,
I'm gonna throw up.
you go,
How that much liquor? You should bottle that.
Desperately trying to trot out of the alleyway.
Well done.
Oh, thank you. My first time was very exciting.
You never forget your first time.
Oh, that's good.
You'll get back here.
come back for more! He calls down the alleyway as you leave.
Come on, lights and children are at stake. Where are we going?
You're right.
Where are we going?
There's a grotto, half a mile, no, quarter mile south of the town. I have landmarks that we could follow.
What's the matter with him?
If we find him, my husband might be there too. So if we find him, we're killing everyone else there. I'm gonna kiss him and then I'm gonna cut the throat of the guy who brought him. So we're gonna have fun tonight.
I can't tell if it's the alcohol talking or not.
I don't understand
I'll
any
tell
of
you,
this.
she's completely sober now.
Do I know where the grotto is?
No, you don't know. The only one that knows where the grotto is Dekir with the directions.
In all seriousness,
I mean, you know of lots of grottos, but there are literally hundreds of them up and down the shore.
they could be sold tonight, Hildegard. It's a grotto, quarter mile off of a trail south of town.
Who's selling children?
This Slaver Captain Solero Agatus?
Adjustus.
Adjustus.
We should kill him.
Adjutus.
Adjutus.
We should kill him.
Well, adjutus
That's the
makes
plan.
sense
We
because
have-
he agitates me.
We had two plans. One was to
Okay.
buy them, which we obviously couldn't afford, and then the other one is to.
Why would we buy them?
That was what my companion said.
That's a
Nestro.
horrible idea.
I agree. They should die. Otherwise, the same scenario could just play itself out again.
Wait, the slaves should die?
The slavers.
Oh. Because you said we should buy them, and then you said, no, that's a bad idea, they should die.
I think this whole situation is a bad idea, but we really don't have a choice.
Why are we going when he's this drunk?
Because they might be sold tonight. We don't have the option of letting him sober up first. I also don't know how he got this drunk.
Nobody buys slaves at night. You have to look at them in the daytime so you can examine them.
Lanterns exist.
They could just be moved to.
I know that's a bit
We could just go look.
Do you know who this fella is?
Do I know this fella is?
Don't make fun, Dick. We invented cards, you know.
Roll a history.
The card I'm trying to make. What light of the situation I'm at?
I'm gonna roll it.
17 plus what, right?
Yep.
18?
18. You don't personally know or have had much contact with slavers, but the name of this captain does ring a bell. And the only thing you can really recall about him is that he's more of an opportunistic pirate, not necessarily a slaver by trade.
Gotcha. I've heard of him, yeah. I haven't known him to be a slaver, but if he's going in that direction now, then he should probably be stopped.
Do you know of the capabilities of him or his crew?
Only by word of mouth.
And those are often embellished.
But the capabilities. Capability.
You've got this. Breathe.
These. Oh.
Maybe we should leave them here. This feels worse than worse.
Anybody? Wait, I'll remember at a time where I got really drunk back up, and a priest came by and waved his hands over me, and I was suddenly not drunk anymore. Do you think we know any of the people who could do that?
Oh, I bet Jolo could do that for us.
Jolo's dead.
Oh, yeah.
Guess we're where we're at.
Why don't...
Can we start walking?
You're very fast.
I am.
Why don't you go and watch where you think the slavers are, and they can go to sleep. And then if anything bad happens, you run back really fast and wake them up.
As fast as I am.
Go ahead and we'll catch up. You scout, and we'll walk slowly. And by the time we get there, we'll be sober.
Let's all walk together. And have Nestro watching them as it is. I don't think now is the time to split up. I appreciate you all wanting to help. I really do. It just,
Oh, this is a bad idea.
this is important to me.
You could try throwing up.
Okay.
It's a good hour to get, even though it's only a quarter mile south. By the time you get to the edge of the city and you see this kind of winding path in the darkness, just trying to follow it and how thick it is, you can easily see the big hoof prints of Nestro that has passed there. Just obviously passively looking, at the ground. You know you're on the right track, or at least a horse has gone down this and pushed through. But it's still, with the tangle, going to take a while to get through there at difficult terrain. So you're expecting about an hour to get to where he said the grotto is.
I suppose an hour is good. Hopefully they can sober up some. Does that actually work, Jacinia?
Well, they wouldn't get any drunker if they puked now.
Roll
We'll
to
just make them do some jumping jacks on the way or something. Maybe they'll sweat it out.
You can't.
Sweat it out a
I
little.
promise. I can hold it together.
Oh, I know how to make it throw up. I really just had taken sex.
Wait.
Was that
pagan sex? Did you sacrifice a firstborn at the same time? Oh god.
I saw everything. That peg leg went into places that would haunt your nightmares.
Constitution saving throw. That's a. I'm taking this so seriously. That is a 14.
14.
Oh wait, no. No, it's more. It's an 18.
That's not even what we did.
Trying to make him vomit.
Oh, if you take your finger and put it down his throat, he'll throw up.
Could you show
Did you know horses can't vomit?
Really?
Yeah.
Can you vomit?
Rats can't vomit.
Oh wait, you did. You threw up on the shit.
I vomit from my human stomach. I have two.
That's cool. Two stuff.
Horse
What?
Centaur fact.
Centaur fact.
Yes.
Thank you, voice of God. Okay, I could, and I'll try to induce vomiting. I'll take a shot at it.
You don't have to roll for that.
No performance check?
No, that for
Eva.
you're doing it to yourself.
Because I would have failed the performance check.
No, I think if you wanted to make yourself throw up, you can try to make
Yeah,
yourself
could
throw up.
probably
Now,
make
you hadn't been drinking nearly as long as Kiva had.
No, I just drank a lot very quickly, so it's still like on top.
So by the time you guys travel the hour's worth of time through the tangled brush to where you believe the grotto is at, you're feeling a lot more clear in the head. Kiva, not so much.
I did do that, but I had been drinking for hours at
Yeah,
that point.
exactly. So
I don't know. Camille fact here. I have no idea how long that takes to clear up.
Oh, longer than you think.
If she turns into another animal, will her state also?
If she turns into a bear, will she get less drunk?
That's what I was thinking.
If she turned into an elephant,
Theoretically,
should be so.
be the case.
I've never seen an elephant.
I think the effect, whatever effect is on your,
Okay.
I think the effect is whatever on your human body stays with you.
Yeah, we're just
Like if you're
speculating the
poisoned-
real life
Oh.
ramifications of that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So,
We're making our hour journey talk.
as you get toward the end of that time span, of course you have no idea how close you are or far away you are from the grotto. You do start to hear this loud, thunderous noise of water. It sounds like a waterfall in the distance, although you can't really see it. You can also hear the waves of the shore lapping against the beach, but from a distance, as if you're at a higher elevation. And you realize that you have been traveling a little bit higher and higher, and you must be above, some distance above the water right now. And you hear the sound of a waterfall in the distance, and that's when Nestro steps out. You are so loud. I can hear you coming from since you left Freeport, or Freetown, it seems.
That's what Hildy said.
They're still here. They're still here. They have not left yet.
It took us a moment to sober up our companions. Well, one of them.
See, well, you've all come, so I assume you're here to help
Yeah.
free the juveniles
And we're going with the second plan.
to assault. You don't want to negotiate.
No.
Bobby,
Save us.
we go with plan B.
Plan A was to buy them, and we don't have the coin.
Well, I have this ruby necklace.
That's not what we do with slaves.
Indeed.
We don't buy shit.
Labor.
No.
Like I said, this scenario would just repeat itself if we were to buy them. Might as well cut off the problem at the source.
All right, so here's what we're gonna do. I've been watching it for a while, and can any of you fly, climb, swim?
I can climb pretty good.
Hey, jigs.
All right. Can you hang from a rope and swing a good distance?
I believe I can.
Can you jump over hot magma?
Yes.
Oh, I can.
Oh, probably. It depends on how
Oh,
far.
I can.
Okay, well that
I can
probably
help
won't be
you with that.
necessary, but here's the thing. There's one entrance as far as I can tell, and there's a waterfall that goes over a second entrance that falls all the way down to the ocean. It's about 50 feet. It's not that far. Yeah, it falls down into the ocean. Now, there's another path that leads off just outside of the grotto, down to the beach itself, and that's where there are a couple of small boats that'll carry them over to the ship whenever it arrives. And presumably, I mean, that's typically how these things happen. I've been watching, and I believe there's maybe 4 or 5 of the slavers inside, plus the captain himself. There's one other, this shaman. He's dark-skinned and wears these strange robes just around his waist, bare-chested and very odd tattoos and jewelry. I've heard of these people before. I think he's one of the Luca. He might be a Luca shaman. Probably the most dangerous of all of them.
And he's bare-chested. That means he's part druid.
Bum, 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 bum,
That's
bum,
a
bum.
horse of a different color.
So. That's
I
what-
get it.
He just ignores you. That was about you, right?
Yes, it's common, and I hadn't known it spread to her as well, but we'll discuss that another
I'm thinking that's probably one of you should rush in and mix up the beehive and see what happens.
I rolled a 17 for insight. Does Hildy trust this guy?
You believe what he's saying, essentially.
That wasn't the question I asked.
Do you trust him?
Is he trying to fuck us over? As opposed to, trying to fuck
That was
you.
my first thought, but I rolled.
Kind of.
I think he's working with the slavers and he's going to try and capture us. I don't.
You know, that was my first thought, but I decided to roll with it. He said magma and he kind of intrigued me.
I don't like him.
He's standing right there.
Oh, I'm saying it out loud.
That is not out of character for Hildegard.
I'm here to help you, Dekir, but I don't like him.
Well, why don't we go down to the beach and
With-
we can scope out that boat situation, see if he's telling the truth about there being a couple of boats down there.
It's not a
And
bad
if we
idea.
have to go into battle, I have a really good idea.
You have to
I
keep
thought
it down.
about
You're gonna have
that.
to keep it down. Shh.
So,
If there are boats, we can
With what
take them out
Hildegard just
before
said,
we
can I
enter the grotto.
re-roll my insight?
Yeah, you can roll your insight.
Alright, this time it's a 17.
What are you trying to insight?
I'm following her lead into, because my first thought was this is a little too convenient, but then I rolled low on my insight. Now with Hildegard not trusting him, I'm trying to reevaluate.
He's, as far as you can tell, he seems sincere about facts, but you get the impression that there's something that he's embellishing or he's trying to build up differently than what it is. And you're just not quite sure what that is.
Hildegard's not entirely wrong. I think you're hiding something. What is it?
You want to see boats? I'll show you boats. Look, quietly, come with me. We'll go to the edge of the cliff and you can look down, you can see the path, and you'll see the boats there.
He fucks with our cinnamon tar. I say this as quietly as I can. I don't know if it's quiet to you. I
It
put
is.
it to you. If he fucks up our cinnamon tar, you push him over the cliff.
Okay, yeah, so roll a stealth. Not you, just keep up.
Good. Good, because that was a 1.
Keeper.
5.
Okay. He kind of looks over his shoulders and you see his eyes roll like she could push me over the cliff. Look at me. And
I think I can do it.
Can we go down to the beach and maybe drive him out instead of rushing in there into an unknown grotto?
right now he's leading you through the tangle of forest and no, you're outdoors.
Yeah.
But just a tangle of forest toward the sound of the surf. And so you can stop him if you want or continue.
We said that's where the beach was with some boats, right? That was another way into where
He said there's a
They
path
are?
leading down to the beach, yes.
maybe we can cause a disturbance on a beach and draw them out.
It's not a bad idea, actually.
Set their dinghies on fire.
Is that acceptable to you, Nestor?
I only want to save our kin,
As do I.
our people. Sorry.
What benefit would going through the tunnels offer that plan doesn't?
If we don't take them by surprise, if we're just going to assault them, if they think they're going to die or if they misunderstand what's happening, they may just kill them.
Oh, maybe these junkies can cause some kind of a disturbance on the beach. You know, just a couple of drunk.
Why would they kill them?
Why would they leave them alive?
Because if they're not holding them for ransom,
They're gonna
they
sell
would
them.
have no
You
leverage.
can't sell dead slaves.
But if they're dead, they won't benefit by it, so they wouldn't want you to benefit by it.
Why did you happen to vault this information?
Quite fortuitously, just by circumstance.
Do you have a...
I don't know what that word
Circum-
means, but I don't like him.
Oh, circumstance that lets you know about slave. That sounds
No,
sketchy as
I,
fuck.
I followed them to this place. Once I realized that they had taken them, they didn't bring them into the city. At that point, you're at the edge, and you can see down the cliff. You can see the pathway leading to some other area up at the same elevation you're at, but further down. And you can see the beach, and you see a couple of rowboats, large rowboats. But you don't see any ships on. I mean, there are ships out there, but you don't see any close by, or any that seem to be angling in toward this particular area.
Where exactly are the slaves being held?
In the grotto.
So if we sneak
I
through
haven't
the
been
tunnels,
inside. I have no idea what it's like.
if we sneak in through the tunnels, we'll be able to position ourselves between them and the slaves. Is that
I
correct?
don't know. Once you go inside, there's only one entrance, other than the falls. But that does not seem very viable.
We could have either Kiva or myself scout out and see exactly where the slaves are. That way we know the best
Sure,
entrance.
if you can get inside. Sometimes they have a man just outside the opening.
Turn into a bear. Can you turn into anything tiny?
I can. I just don't know if I can be stealthy.
Oh,
I'm
even if they saw you as a cat, they probably wouldn't assume you were. Well, I don't know if you have that capability.
Oh, I can.
Okay.
I did turn onto a ferret on the ship. It's fair that no one noticed because that's the point. But
What about a goose?
annoying goose. I can do a goose.
How about a quad goose?
I
What
don't
about an
think-
axolotl?
I have never seen a quiet goose in my
You be the
entire
first. You be
life.
making
Let
it.
me turn into an annoying goose on the beach, see what we can draw out, and we'll take them quietly when they get outside.
That's a great idea. I think this is a winning strategy.
Nestrel, you and I should hide. If they see us, they might think we're here to. That might put the slaves in danger, but with the rest of them, I don't think they would assume they're here to rescue some centaur children.
I'm good with whatever you suggest because you're here and I can't do it myself, so I suggest we just go in. But it's my nature. I like to be in the thick of battle. I like to face my enemy. But if you want to try this, I suppose
We have to employ some tact. The lives of children are at stake.
Well, they're your kind, so I'll follow your. You tell me.
I think the plan that you came up with is actually, well, go along the beach, have Kiva troll him out. I mean, you can do anything. You can be obnoxious.
to just give you some perspective. The beach is about 50 feet below this grotto. It's the grotto because it's got the falls coming down over the mountain and into the grotto and then out from the grotto and onto the rocky shore and into the ocean. So it's kind of an elevated grotto, but it's about 50 feet above the ocean itself, or the beach, and there's a path leading up to it, which intersects with the path that you're on, kind of at that grotto. And he's explained that there is a cave entrance into the grotto, and then there's presumably, whatever he doesn't know, what side's opening, the waterfall comes out, and over the other entrance to the grotto, which would be over a sheer surface of the cliff. So from the grotto to the beach is, with the elevation and everything, is probably going to be, in the way that the trail winds, it's probably going to be like 80 to 100 feet, almost double, just with the winding trail, that goes up to the grotto.
What if we do a pincer maneuver? One group goes in through the caves in the grotto out the back, and then another team is here waiting to assault from the front. That way, no matter where the slaves are, we can position
entrances?
ourselves.
Well,
That's-
just remember, there's no way to walk through the waterfall.
Yeah.
So you'd have to find a way to climb or fly to get, and you have no idea how much opening there is behind the waterfall.
So whoever would go through
So
that
it's
route
one
would
way
have
in.
to- Yeah.
Is there anyone down on the beach with the boats, or they're just by
No,
themselves?
the boats are just by themselves, and then there's the other opening that he talked about. That's the dry opening where the path leads up to. At this point, he would have made you maybe walked you to the point that you can kind of see the cavern opening, and it's just about 5 feet wide, maybe 7 feet high. Just a rough opening in the rocky, the rocky side of the mountain, and that's where the entrance, the dry entrance, where the path leads up, and then the waterfall is off around the side.
And they're gonna take them by boat to a bigger ship to sell them. Is that the plan?
That's what, that's what Nestor says.
I mean, we can always wait till they come out to and Shanghai, and they go
That's
get them
true.
in the boats. That gives these guys time to finish sobering up.
And they would have the slaves with them. We have 3 good plans in front of us.
And you see a man sitting in a chair outside the opening of the grotto.
Does he very clearly see us?
Well, he would have.
No, at this point, he's just kind of, as a matter of fact, he's kind of like, got his chair like kicked back a little bit, and he's kind of looking off toward the water, but you can tell he's just kind of dozing. Got a mug in his hand.
We should vote. We have one plan where we go straight in, assaulting from this path. We have one where we'd have 2 teams that pincer maneuver from the 2 entrances, or we wait until they gather the slaves to sell them and walk to the boats and ambush
But
them.
if we do that, then the others, then there will be twice as many slavers.
I agree. Well, they all have ups and downsides.
I
Talk to this guy.
I like the waiting idea. If we go in, we don't know what's in there. They might have guards, or they might not be drunk, or
I'm worried about this guy with the tattoos.
The shaman.
The shaman, yeah.
Yes, me too.
He doesn't sound friendly.
He definitely sounds like a priority, as well as the captain.
What should we do?
Well, maybe we should go talk to this sleeping guy, or at least one of us should. Maybe the least conspicuous.
I feel like that.
Maybe it'd be me.
But then they'll know we're here.
Oh,
So
I can pretend it's
outside,
one.
there's just one dude just sitting in a chair. It's
Right up against where the opening to the cave is.
Why don't we? I mean, if we could quietly put him into our custody, then we could take him away and figure out what we could do, get some information off of him, potentially. There's just the one gentleman out there. Oh, it feels really gross using that word for slavers.
Yeah, not appropriate.
The white
Clown.
Would you like me to try to?
No, I like
I
clowns.
think.
If there's a hiccup, then it would be now,
Yeah.
obviously.
Now, I'm gonna make a request. I have one of the short swords.
Flip it and hand it to you.
All right. So, this layout to get to where this dude is that how? Just paint me a picture for a second.
Sure. So,
to get to this guy.
so there's 2 pathways leading from the entrance.
Yeah, there's the winding.
The one that winds down to the beach, and then the one that you guys are on, kind of huddled in the bushes, is really thick, but it's wide enough for a horse to get through, and that's kind of like leads up directly to where this opening is. You're looking at a distance of about 40 feet at this point, but the tangle is all around. And so you just happen to just it's straight enough that you can see that he's standing there in the moonlight because there's no brush around, the opening of the cavern. And then you can hear the waterfall just off around the side. You can kind of see the mist that kind of forms from it moving, and maybe a little bit of the water itself, but it's around the corner on the cliffside. So you can approach the main opening where he's sitting, and then you have the pathway that leads down, and then you have the sheer cliff face with the waterfall literally coming out and then over this whatever size opening, you're not sure, of the grotto also.
So, if we were to take that path, there's no way he's not going to see us approaching.
To go down to the beach?
The straight one to the guy.
To the sleeping
Yeah, I mean,
guy.
if you
Is he sleeping?
he's dozing. He's kind of like rocking back and forth in his chair. And it's possible he won't see you immediately, but you know, he's there for a reason.
What we could do, you're pretty quick. You could kind of bum rush him and I'll be up behind you. You can just grab him, threaten his life, obviously.
We would have to get him away from that entrance. These walls would echo if he screams.
Yeah.
Or Kiva could turn herself into a snake and go right down the path and he'd never even see you. And then you come up behind him and then you turn into a bear and you crush his head.
Then you can't talk to him.
That might be satisfying. That feels really good.
Oh, let's not send the drunk druid.
Oh,
But that sounds like fun.
Kiva, you will have fun later. Right now we're gathering information. That's fuck around. Right now we're doing find out.
Do you know what irony is?
Eh,
Where you make your
it's what my
clothes
sword's made
wet.
of.
That's like that's iron that steams. That's iron that's hammered a lot,
That's
right?
exactly where I was going.
I think our best option is just to try and quietly approach on the path.
That's what I'm going
Grab
to
him.
do.
Grab him, tell him to shh the fuck up, and
Let me
Grab
take
him.
point. I'll try to sneak up on him. If it goes wrong, then you join me and we'll try
I'm
to
gonna
get
be
him.
grabbing a length of rope that I have on me. I've still got rope
Yeah.
and tie him up.
Can I do subdual damage with sneak attack?
Can you do what?
Not subdual, knockout damage.
Oh, you mean,
Non-lethal.
yeah.
Non-lethal.
Yeah, I think so. I
It
mean,
used to be called subdual in previous.
Yeah,
versions.
non-lethal damage.
Oh, yeah. Very well.
Subjugated.
I'm gonna try sneaking up on him then.
wait,
Okay.
wait, before you do. I'm going to encourage all of you. Be well.
Yay me.
Thank
Yay
you.
me.
Thank you.
Hildy casts encourage on the three of
Oh,
them.
it was a spell this time.
So the guy you're sneaking up on is he's really heavy built, kind of
the
muscular,
bard buff, right?
wearing leather armor. It looks like kind of a little patchy, not the greatest leather armor, but certainly effective. And he's got the typical rapier at his side. He's holding a mug, leaning back in the chair, and his clothes look a little bit grubby, not like a lot of the town pirates that you've seen.
Gotcha. All right.
So you're gonna sneak up and
Oh, I rolled a 19.
okay.
what is
So it's going to
encourage?
be a 28.
It's
on
the
my
bard
spell.
buff.
Bless.
Okay, so
Oh,
you're
it's
moving
less.
quietly.
Equal?
Yeah.
It's only 40 feet
Attack
away.
or save.
So
That's
stealthing, you're
Not a
moving
big-
at.
Huh? Yeah.
If I bonus action dash, I can do 50 feet in a turn while stealthing. So
Okay, all right, yeah, because you're moving half movement. So,
it's not just like
okay, yeah, you get up there and he's just dozing off. He doesn't immediately see you as you arrive at his.
all right,
in front of
taking
him.
the handle.
21 on my stealth, approaching.
You're behind him.
Yeah.
Okay, the two of you going up together.
I rolled a 21 on that.
All right, so yeah, so the two of you are right there on him.
Got the back of my short sword. I'm just gonna on the back of the
Add a
head.
D4.
18 plus a D4.
to hit.
Encourage.
Oh,
You get advantage on that too, by the way.
Oh, and advantage.
I rolled an 18 the first time, so I think I'm good.
One.
Yeah, 25. No, 24.
Yeah, you definitely hit.
25 actually with the encourage. Do I get the steam damage on non-lethal?
You definitely sneaking, right?
Steam,
Yeah.
no, I don't think that would.
Yeah, yeah, so I'll sneak
That
it.
would
Because you're using the.
Yeah, no, I thought it was a long shot, so I wanted to. I have 46. I know I do. There it is. I got it. So 10, 15, 16 plus
Nope.
4, 20 points of damage.
20
Knockout
points.
damage.
Okay.
So I'm just,
All right. So as soon as you pound him on the head, were you doing anything?
As soon as that happens, I'm gonna wait a split second to see if he's still stirring, and then I'm just gonna tackle him and try to cover his mouth. If
Right,
he-
so like, ah, fuck! And you just see the blood explode from his forehead. His eyes open up big, looking around. He drops his mug. You hear this inside. At this point, you hear from inside the cavern, tink, tink, and it stops. What are you doing?
You dropped your mug.
Oh shit! He hit me in the fucking head.
I'm stabbing him.
Okay. Roll initiative.
Okay.
Yeah. Damn it.
So the rest of you, including Nestro, is standing back in the original position as you two buffoons went up there and hit him in the head.
Let's try and knock him out. Good there.
Just I'm messing with- I'm just a referee. So before we get into
Would've been cool.
whatever this is going to turn into, let's go and take a break.
Probably a good idea.
We'll see what happens next. So we'll see you guys in just a minute. Welcome back, everyone. We're going to see what happens now that we're going into initiative outside the grotto, where the supposed slavers are holding the juvenile centaur, according to Nestro of the Thunderhoof clan, that has brought our heroes to this locale. We'll see what happens next. So, at the moment that, I mean, this guy's cried out a couple times as you've hit him, and then you asked him a question. And now we're going into initiative as you start to hear movement within the grotto. There's light coming out from within. From the outside, it looks like just a little bit of a flickering light. But as you're like right next to this guy, next to the door, or not door, but opening, there is no door. You can see that inside is not very large, but the roar of the waterfall is a lot louder, echoing from throughout. But you can see there's a couple of lanterns inside, and there's one dark area that, as you glance in, you can see looks like there's been this impromptu pin set up. There's movement behind it, but you can't really see what it is. So, everybody roll for initiative.
Us too?
Everybody. Because I mean, you guys would have heard the guys shout out as well. You just hit me on the fucking head! And that's when we went into initiative. So, anybody over 20? Anybody over an 18?
Over 18.
Yeah. Hey. Over 15.
16.
Okay. So,
You switched it on us.
what you expect?
Unexpected balls.
Okay.
Not new.
That was in the order of the initiative that we're to expect.
We're going to die.
Well, team figured out their team fuck around. Let's see if the bear can do a rescue.
Okay, so you had a 16. Anybody over 12?
13.
13.
Okay. And who has the higher dex among the two that got 13?
Probably her. I'm
10.
17. Oh. 17. So I'm higher.
She's a strong pirate. She's not a Dexy pirate.
I don't know why I picture her being
Hilda get higher though?
12.
12. Okay, so then it's Dakir,
Jakir, Jasenia, Hildy.
Yosini.
You'll see me.
Somewhere
see.
the back is Camille.
All is right with the world. I am last in initiative.
And what did you get, Kiva?
I got a 7. I'm drunk.
You forgot to call it a sexy set.
I didn't.
A tasty 7.
Tasty, sensual set.
A terrible 7. I would like to do more violence first, but it looks like you guys are taking the hits first.
This is our sexy session. Hildy finally got laid.
It is the sexy session.
I killed a man. Pretty sexy.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put a map up on the board, and
I feel like you guys are closer to yellow than that.
and then as you interact with whatever comes next, then I will add those to the board. Right now, you're only aware of one figure that you just pummeled in the head. Nestro, hearing the cry out and seeing you guys burst into action, is gonna, and he comes charging forward. He's actually first in initiative,
So we're
and let me get the map up, and then you can see what is happening on the board itself. Let me get the map situated properly first because you guys are about 40 feet away, and I want to make sure. Alright, so get it all on there. Yeah. I'll just line that up. Alright, so you guys are right here. The rest of you, Hildy and Kiva and Nestro, which is.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So you guys are back at about right here. Pathway leading up. You guys are right up on this guy. And whatever's going on in there, you're not exactly sure, but you can hear the waterfall over on this side quite loud. And you can kind of see into the grotto itself at this point. So,
Well,
so
they
first,
can't hear us. It's too loud with the waterfall.
well, he yelled pretty loud.
Try.
Let's get
And
a
well,
decibel meter.
and then there, and you'll see in a minute why they can hear you, at least somebody. And so Nestro was charging up first and making. He's actually going to charge up next to you and stop.
Plus, he can't fit through the door.
There, into the doorway.
Yeah, he's going to stop right there at that point. Then he's going to turn to the two of you. Are you going to kill him? We're going in.
Yes.
Okay. How far did he move? 40 feet?
Yes.
Okay, so he moves 10 feet into the garage.
Like 50.
He's gonna have to kind of squeeze through there. So,
It was 50 feet. That matters.
oh, it is. That was 50.
We just counted it from over
Well,
here.
you guys are-
5, 10, 50.
Yeah, you guys are really
30,
5, 10, 50.
40,
Yeah.
45, 50.
Okay, you guys are a little closer then, because you're only 40 feet away from him. So squeezing through there, that'll put him like right in the doorway.
So he's blocking front.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
he just charged through after pausing to find out what you guys are going to do. He squeezes through the doorway, and, just scans the area at this point. And that's going to bring up the next guy that charges from around the corner. He was on his way, hearing his friend call out. He drops a hammer that he has in his left hand, pulls out his saber, and comes running up to Nestor, making an attack on the centaur. So, 2 quick strikes at the centaur. Oh, both of them hit.
One dead centaur.
As
Turns out it was a commoner. 4 HP.
yeah, both of them hit, and he takes some damage.
Well, no, this might actually be a glue factory.
Okay, and then that's going to bring up. It's going to bring up somebody else after that. That's not in your party.
Oh,
Oh no.
that's never good.
Trees are so cute.
Okay, so you hear a voice call out even louder than the waterfall. Are we being attacked? Defend yourselves! Kill the intruders! None of you can actually see. And so you're not going to see what's happening inside at that point. And then we got another fellow that is rushing up. Where did you roll, pal?
I'll roll a 16.
16, right?
Yep.
Okay, so you're actually next. So what do you do? You have the guy right in front of you now that's making a lot of noise.
Shut the fuck up! And I'm gonna stab him with the fire sword.
Okay, make an attack.
That's an 11 to hit.
11.
Steamy sword.
So he is technically, I want to say he's technically prone because he's kind of in this awkward position where he was sitting. So I'll give you advantage on that.
Oh, then that's a 24.
All right, so that hits as he's trying to scramble up.
And that's a D6 slashing, D6 fire.
Yes.
So
right.
that's 2 slashing, 3 fire, so 9 total.
9 total. So it's like a hot steam that rises with the strike of this blade as it hits, scalding him, almost cauterizing the the injury. How much? 9?
9.
Okay.
So nice, I'll do it twice.
That's also because he's prone. Oh, that was a nicer number. 26.
Yeah, that hits.
So that's 2, 8, 12 points of slashing.
Okay, so another 12. All right, he's still up.
Yeah.
Just trying to stand on his feet.
6 of it was fire, if that makes a difference.
Okay. All right, and then after you, the second goes the other one. Slaver from inside, also rushing up to where Nestro is, blocking the door. So right now he's taking the brunt of the attacks. Slashing attacks on him, both of those hit. Smart.
What's his
Okay.
idea?
All right, so you can see that. I mean, where you are, Dakir, you can see that the blood just pouring off his body from various locations that he's been slashed. But he's still standing there, powerful as ever. And Dakir, you're up.
I'm just gonna, I watch Hal like hacking into this guy, and I'm gonna take my dagger, whip it around, and just kind of slide it into his neck if I can.
He's still technically prone.
Thank God. That'll be 19.
And you have stealth anyway. Because, I mean, you
Not-
have,
not stealth, but-
not stealth, but sneak attack. Because Hal's there.
Yep.
Would you get 16?
To hit, it was a 19.
Oh, that hits. Yeah.
Can I borrow a d6 cube?
Like, here.
Thank you. So 10, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 plus 4 is 26.
Okay. All right, he's still up. I mean, he's
Good
taking
God.
a beating, but he's still up. You said 26?
Yeah, 26 points of damage.
Okay.
Yeah, these guys are tough. Good God.
What did we walk into?
I'm gonna... Does he look like he's near death at least?
He's bleeding pretty profusely at this point.
I'll just offhand him. Still with advantage, 11 plus 6 is 17.
17 hits.
Okay. And this will just be 5 points of damage.
Okay.
Get sleep effect on that one.
All right, still up, but I mean, he's looking rough at this point. That's it for Dakir.
Yeah, it's... Oh. Actually, no. Oh. That was a bonus action. It could move. Yeah, that's it for me.
Nothing, because you don't have matter.
Okay, so it's going to bring up to Cinny. You're 40 feet away when you see all this going on. Nestor is charged forward and into the grotto. You hear the battle in there, and you see what's going on in front of you. What are you going to do?
I'm going to charge forward 30 feet.
Okay. So 30 feet should put you 10 feet away from him.
And then I can take one additional turn or what?
That was what's your move?
That
You
was
can use
your
your action to move more if you would like.
You want to move more,
Uh-huh.
you can, but then you can't attack or anything.
If you have any ranged actions you can take those.
You have ranged daggers. You can throw your daggers.
Okay. I'll throw my daggers.
Okay, at the guy that's sitting in the chair.
Can I
You
get
could
there?
have gotten there.
If I have a shot? There's
Yeah, he still has cover, but you can attempt to throw your daggers.
Is he still prone or?
He's still considered prone, but then only I
would
don't think
make-
that's for
That's a range would actually give him give her disadvantage if it's a ranged attack on a prone target.
Okay, yeah, so you'd have disadvantage on that.
Unfortunately.
So you're going to roll both dice and take the lower one.
And add your modifiers.
Okay.
Plus 7.
That is 13.
13, no.
Dagger sinks into the chair beside him.
Thought it was cut me.
I tried.
Yes, that just clicks right off the rocky wall.
How many attacks did she get with an attack action?
You going to throw your other dagger or no?
Sure, why not? I rolled them both again.
So nice.
Yep.
Yep.
And the smaller, lower one.
Oh, that was even worse.
Okay, so both of them, ching ching.
I think that one did cut me.
You feel them whistling by, hear them whistling by.
I'm rusty, I'm rusty.
Is that it for Justini then?
Yeah.
Okay, Hildy?
Hildy will also move 30 feet forward. But on the other side, so she can see the doorway where the traitorous centaur is hiding.
I think, yeah.
And Hildy is going to hold a... Actually, she doesn't have to hold it because it's a reaction. Hildy's done.
Okay. Alright, so after Hildy, we have another one of the slavers that is joining the action now. From further inside the cavern. Let's see how far I can get up. Okay, you get right up into it, but can't really do much. Nothing clogged the area. And okay, so after that, we have the shaman, and then finally the pirate that's just been sitting there, getting the hellfire beat out of him. So
Hey, he's taking it like a champ, man. That dude is tough.
yeah.
Like, what have we done to him? Like, almost 70 points of damage?
No, less than that.
60? It's gotta be at least 50.
Yeah, probably around 50.
So right in the doorway, right literally at the back haunches of the centaur, Nestro, this green flame appears for a millisecond and then explodes outward. It's only affecting Dakir and Nestor, so two of you need to make a dex save.
I don't consent. 14.
That's it.
Wait, no, I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong thing. 17.
Oh, you already used your
Thank you.
attack. Never mind.
I forgot.
17?
Yeah,
Okay.
17.
Okay. All right, so you save. But despite that, you're still going to take some ancillary damage. You'll take half the damage. So, from the green fire, you immediately take 24, half of that. So it's 12 to you. And then
God.
as the fire washes over you, you feel the heat. It's a strange heat, not like a typical fire, but it almost burns on the outside and the inside at the same time, where you take an additional 15 points of necrotic damage. Half of that for you is 7. Ah! Now, your friend Nestro is not so lucky. He failed, and so he takes the full amount of damage. And you watch as his hide begins to burn. You hear him scream out, and with pain and agony, and you see him fall forward, just crumpling to the ground. His armor heavy, and drops his spear and his shield, and just crumples before you, just creating this big pile of centaur on the other side of the doorway. And now you can see that there's 3 of these big slavers with their the rapiers and their leather armor, standing there, preparing to charge forward. And you can't really see beyond them. And then the fellow that's been getting the hell beat out of him right there in the chair manages to stand up, just kicking the chair aside, and immediately goes for you, Dakir. I think you did some pretty significant damage that last.
I did
You were the
almost.
first one to attack him.
I did almost 50 points to him myself.
Yeah, so he's looking at you immediately as a bigger threat, making a rapier attack against you.
I'm the bigger threat.
You're gonna be a crumpled mess on the floor.
Okay, I don't think 11's gonna hit.
No, it's not.
But how about a 22?
That'll hit just barely.
Reaction, silvery barbs. Reroll that 22
Okay.
and take the lower.
Who gets advantage?
The care will.
And takes the lower than. That makes it a 16.
Still hit, unfortunately.
Oh,
Did it? Okay. All right.
Well, next time you get a free sneak attack.
All right. So 10 points of piercing damage from his
Okay.
rapier, the one that did hit you, and then he disengages.
Bastard.
It's a bonus action.
Shit.
And
Yeah,
He's a rogue?
this guy's down. That's going to make that difficult terrain.
he's a rogue with more hit points than I have.
It's almost like
I feel like we're woefully unprepared for this.
I feel like we're woefully under level for this.
15, 25.
We fucked up.
Wow, so he's basically on top of the centaur. in difficult terrain. Yeah, in difficult terrain right now. So he can end his turn there, but he doesn't have enough movement to get to his buddies. Okay, and it's going to bring us to the top of the order. Nestro is down. He doesn't seem to be breathing.
Oh, I think you skipped my turn.
Oh, did we? Yeah. the drunk druid Yeah, you were bringing up the last. Sorry. Okay, so Kiva.
Just to be clear, I see my friends thinking that they're gonna knock out this dude and thinking they're gonna knock out this dude. Completely fail. A centaur run up through the door, get through the door, and then get knocked down. And like
And include the green fire. Yeah.
yeah, I see a dead centaur blocking the door that I don't think I can get through.
Still burning.
Still burning. And I see at least 4 fuckers on the other side.
Yeah, you can see. You not sure how many, but from the light behind them, you can see their silhouettes.
Okay, cool. Plan B it is. Plan bear it is. Action, I'm going to... No, action, I'm going to cast jump on myself. It's not a concentration spell.
Right.
Bonus action, become a bear. So, I have the... I should have the bear. There it is.
There it is.
There it is.
Bear. Alright.
Now, the bear is large. So
I know, and then you're going to go 40 feet towards me. Nope, diagonal.
Oh. There.
Is that 40 feet?
Roughly.
One of them more.
One more. Yeah.
Alright,
Yep.
and that will be my turn. I mean, and this is my brilliant plan.
Oh no.
I have a good idea.
You better, because this is way worse than I thought we were gonna do.
let me bring that camera angle in a little bit closer. So we can see the
We're
full
doing
massacre.
We're doing this.
Of,
God.
what's happening with our heroes here. Okay, so you're kind of angling around to the side, to the cliff side, where the waterfall is. Okay, so now we're going to be at the top of the round. Nestor's down.
Somebody suggested we wait for them to come out.
Oh,
Should've suggested.
man. I'm doing death saves on him, and he just rolled a 1.
Well, you know, if he was a traitor,
Farewell, Nestor. We hardly knew thee.
Well, if he's still on fire and that other guy stopped his movement on top of him, is that other
Yeah,
guy
he pretty much.
burning?
Well, it was just. He was just not
We can say
damaging
what
fire.
that
because
now
need to be
for
the
flavor,
box.
some of his fur was just still, burning and
No.
sizzling.
it's smoldering, it's not...
10, 20,
Yeah.
10, 25. Okay, so he can get through his friends. Through difficult terrain.
Are you
10,
sure?
25,
I'm fucked.
and 30. So he's going to get right up there in front of Dakir. and make
dead
him
boy.
quick.
I'm fucked.
Hey, you have the... You still have the berry of healing if you need it.
Oh, the advanced good berry?
The Great Berry.
The great... No, you have the...
Oh,
you get, like, the
not
rubies of
good.
healing potion.
7 and 11.
They have one.
I'm like horrified at seeing Nestor.
Yeah.
Those are just awful,
Someone's
awful
dead,
rolls.
you
Yeah, I'm
can-
barely deflecting him with my sword.
Okay. And all right, so then that's pretty much going to finish his turn, and then we have before Howl we have Captain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Call me Ishmael.
You have to be more aggressive with your ideas from now on.
Literally 2 of us
More assertive.
said it.
I had no real input because all of my ideas would have been bad.
Well, no, we were going with her plan to get him to talk. Like we were gonna take him, but he was an HP sponge. We didn't realize that.
All right, so Captain Solaro is there. He's got a crossbow in his hand.
I don't like that.
But quite frankly, I don't think there's any way in fuck that he's going to be able to thread a bolt through all of that. So I'm not even going to say.
I would like to see him try.
gonna curve the bullet.
Cornestrel's
Yeah,
gonna
he's
take
going
away
to
the run.
curve the bolt. Shoo.
That was like a gun
There's too many
rabbit.
bodies there that are. But I don't know that he would give a fuck.
It's a blunderbow.
All right, so add 4 to your AC, Dakir,
Okay.
and he's gonna. Yeah, he's gonna go at you with a bolt. So let's see. You rolled 1.
Pick your lead.
So let's see what happens with a 1 as we go to our critical miss table.
He's
Crossbow
aiming.
explodes in his hands.
Come on, he's aiming at his team. There's only one place it can hit.
Special power.
I see 3 places it could hit.
Did he already use whatever special power you gave him? Here.
4, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's fine.
5 if you count.
Oh, for fuck's sake, I feel so ashamed! And he gets disadvantage on his next attack.
He just missed so badly that he
He was
lost all confidence.
yeah, just intense shame and embarrassment in front of his men. So, yeah, that's it. So, how you're up?
Oh, it's my turn.
Another one in your face.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Here, and I'm gonna stick the sword into the ground, and great axe is coming out.
Bonus action, rage. I'm gonna come up and I'm gonna take 2 swings at this gentleman.
Okay.
Reckless. So that's a 23 to hit.
That hits.
First one. That'll be 11 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
How long does the rage last?
A minute?
You're still raged from your last time.
No,
No.
it ends if he doesn't take damage or do any damage.
I was on the streets.
Yeah,
I wasn't ready
doesn't do any damage.
That was a very long. It lasts 1 minute, and I would stop.
Second one is 26 to hit.
That hits.
25 to hit. Oh, yeah. And that's another 11 points of damage. 22
Okay.
total.
Alright. Yeah, he's still up.
Yeah. And for fun, I'm going to use the rest of my movement. 5, 10, 15, 20,
Thank you.
25.
You leave his threat range.
Yeah.
Does he attack you?
Yeah, he's gonna take a attack of opportunity.
Go for it, buddy. He has advantage.
Why does he have advantage?
Because I use reckless.
Oh, yes, then he does have advantage.
Oh, that's bad for you.
And yeah, that's gonna turn a roll of a 6 into a 16, which means
That's for armor class.
20. Yeah, so it's over 20. The damage that he does on you from the rapier attack is 9 points of piercing damage.
9.
That's
Okay.
well, that's less than I expected from rogue stabbing.
It's reduced to 4 with rage.
Oh, I make eye contact.
Yeah,
I-
no, I saw the bear run and I was like, oh.
All right, so that's it for you, Hal.
That's about all I can do.
All right, pirate number 2. Let's see if he can get any closer there. He's gonna be stuck.
I need to keep
One running
forgetting
in,
to
one running out.
unequip my shields when I'm using my
Yeah, you can
two-handed
get through.
weapons.
So that's 10, 25. And he can move in here next to his friend.
My eyes are like the big sad anime eyes right now.
One good centaur deserves, one dead centaur deserves another. As they make their attack. Oh, that's a miss with 1 strike. With the second one, 25.
I'll hit.
And the damage that you take from that slashing is going to be 6 points of slashing damage from the second strike. And he's going to stay where he's at.
I'm gonna do uncanny dodge on it.
Okay,
Have it to 3.
all right. For him, that's going to bring up to you, Dakir, your roll. What are you going to do?
Whimper. What kind of action would it be for it to pick up the sword that Hal put on the ground?
Free action to pick it up.
Alright, so in one motion I take my short sword, grab the one on the ground, sheath them both, unholster.
No, sheathing is going to require an action then if you use a free action.
Okay.
So
then in
you'd
that
have to
case,
drop it. I mean, do you have a free hand?
I would before I pick up the sword in the ground. I have
Okay, so yeah, free action to pick it up, but if you're not gonna, if you're gonna sheath the other one, that would require the action.
What kind
But
of
you
action?
can drop it.
What kind of action?
Just an action, regular action.
He's
But if you just drop it instead of sheath it,
I want to leave these
it's
swords
not gonna
laying on the
be-
ground.
You want
Yeah.
the dual wield.
but you can keep it in your hand too and still attack with the one you just picked up.
Well, if I just put away the sword without picking up the other one, is that a free or is that still an action?
That's gonna be it's gonna be a free action. So you can only do one or the other.
Okay,
You
then
can
I'm
sheath or you
sheathing
can
the one
pick
in my
up.
hand and I'm unholstering my oath bow.
Okay. So then you're taking you can't put away and take out. There's 2 free actions, so you can only use 1 free action. And so to take out
I
the
got you.
bow would be another action. So,
I might just have to hide. Fine. Bonus action, disengage, and...
You're mobile.
are you still, did you pick up
Oh, yeah,
the,
you're right. I'm sorry. I forgot about mobile.
did you pick up the sword on the ground?
Yeah, because
I'll pick up the sword off the ground as a free action.
Free action, got it.
I don't...
So you still have an action and a...
I guess I don't need mobile because there's two of them, and I just do one on each. So I'll attack one each. So main hand attack, offhand attack.
Okay, all right, right and left.
So first attack is a 13,
13 misses. He just definitely moves out of the way.
and the second attack is a 16.
you do have silvery barb still.
Oh,
You
thank
have the
you.
advantage.
That's right. So advantage on the first attack is also a 16. So 16 on both.
16 misses.
Okay.
But
So
they make
I swing at
sense.
both of them. Yeah. And I'm going to run like a bitch. 20, 30. I'm over here.
Are you using a...
He doesn't have to.
I don't have to. I
Oh.
attack both of them.
Gotcha. So, yeah, these guys are as heavy as they are, big as they are, bulky. They seem to be able to move rather lethally in their armor. That was it from Bakir?
I noticed the leakness. That was something.
Josini, you were up.
Well, I guess we're doing fuck around and doing it right. So,
Finding out.
alright.
We're in the finding out phase.
So I'm going to run
Been
in.
finding out.
I guess I'm gonna try a rapier on each of them. One each, right? If two actions.
Try and get you right there. Both are in range.
Do I roll both at the same time, or does it matter?
You can roll both at the same time.
We're really gonna need you to carry us out of this
Nice.
situation.
All right, what do I do?
Why-
Plus
You had
9.
You had
I
9.
have a winning
Okay, so
fucking
24
strategy.
That's a hit.
We need to get
and 22.
Both hits.
Is that right?
And then you roll a d8. Yeah.
Is this one?
Nope.
Nope. Which one?
Double pyramid.
This one. 3 plus 8, you said?
Yep.
Alright, so that's 11. And then I do it again. 14.
11 on the first, 14 on the second.
Okay. And 14 on the second.
Now.
Okay, the first one's looking, somewhat
All over.
cut up there by your combined efforts. Second one not looking too bad at this point. And is that it from Josini?
Explain that again?
I said if you want, you can use this and do what you just did. You can repeat it. It's called action surge.
Okay.
Or you can save it and do it later.
Gotcha. Might need to save it for the fiery guy. Alright, I'll save it.
Resource management.
So it's going to bring up Hildy.
All right.
With Slaver on deck.
Mr. Howell, you can move Hildy this way a little bit
Toward you.
towards me, but also just about there.
There. Cool.
And then if you could drop that burning hands down on top of the two of them.
Good thing we don't care about the centaur.
You can get both of them.
I didn't like that centaur, if you recall.
I do.
So they need to make deck saves.
He's dead.
So yeah, that'll pretty much finish Nestor.
Oops. That's
Um,
a casualty of war.
Yeah.
you said deck saves?
Yes.
Alright, so I got a 16
They just killed.
and a 13.
I didn't see it. I'm over there.
Currently,
I'm in the bushes. Yeah, with all 6 hit points.
They both succeed.
Oh, they do? 16 and 13? Okay.
Yes, unfortunately.
Alright, but they'll take half damage, right?
Yep.
Alright, so they cry out for the fire.
They take 5.
5 each?
5 fire.
Okay. Which is still jarring, the fact that you were just covered in fire.
And ignites any flammable objects, like their clothes or
Chairs
the
on
wooden
fire.
gate or the chair.
Trees.
Isn't it flammable that isn't being held? Or more?
Warner carried.
Yeah.
Yeah, so parts of their clothing, and of course the chair that's right in the midst of all that, you'll burst into flames as well. Anything else from Hildy?
Yes, she's then going to. No, but then she's still not in their reach. She's going to move back 5 feet.
He is.
She
Well,
is
he used his reaction already.
Oh, that is true.
Yep.
That, yeah, they both. Yeah. So,
He did. Yep.
is that all you want to do?
That's it.
Okay, it's gonna bring up the other slaver.
I'm just gonna say it. Slavery's wrong, guys.
I think it needs to be said, slavery is a bad idea.
Slavery's bad, okay?
Then again, they're winning the fight, so.
Might makes right. Actually, that's kind of D&D.
I mean,
Gets in here.
What's the next section? We join them.
who knows? We're the bad guys. I don't know. We broke into their house.
We're the villains in somebody else's D&D.
He's gonna dash to you, but he doesn't have any further.
Well, it looks like my.
He's using a dash to do it, so that's as far as he's gonna get as he comes rushing up to you, Hildy.
I don't like that.
It's kissing right.
Well, master plan might not be needed because they're all out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Actually, no, it might.
We have the Luca Shaman.
Can we see him?
Some of you can. Maybe. All right.
I do have the winning plan.
I'm gonna. Well, he's got to denote that they're. He's still in this space, so. Yeah. So he's going to. He can see Jacini, and that's pretty much it.
That's it.
From that angle.
Good for me.
Yeah, I don't think.
Maybe it won't be bad.
I think it's great for you.
Yeah, we need you
Maybe it'll
to.
be like the pirate. King.
You suck
And
up
they'll
some
be like,
damage.
"Hey!"
I think you're our big tank right now. Besides Kiva.
Nork Borgibus is what you hear echoed out from, even with the waterfall. You see a shimmering glow around the figure inside the cavern, but that's it, Jacini. And that brings us to the last pirate. There's fleeing before Kiva, and
Thank you for remembering.
yes, I can't even read my own writing. He's liking the odds now a little bit better. As he turns his retreat into a charge as he comes back out, the captain hollering at him, "Get back in the fight!" 10, 20, 5, 30, 5. All right, so he's going to dash up to Hal. But that's going to end his turn. And so we're going to end the round with Kiba.
All right. First thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna look at Hal. I'm gonna nod my head towards the ones behind you, and then I'm gonna start. I've got 40 feet of movement. Let's make this count. Maybe one. Let me just move this so that way it's more aligned with the squares.
Yeah, when you get up to the corner is when you're going to run out of ground.
All right. So is this like a cliff?
Yes, where the waterfall is going over. So you've got probably another, what looks like maybe 10 feet to the corner, and then it's all cliff.
All right.
And trees.
So would
Trees
this,
on the edge of the.
would this
yeah.
be like a dex check, or would this?
It's just a really narrow. No, I wouldn't even call it a ledge. The trees are just kind of growing out of it. So if you want to kind of cling to the trees,
I
it
have
probably wouldn't be too terrible. But if you did fall, it's 50 feet down.
As a bear.
I do have a
bigger.
climb speed if that helps, grip along the side.
I'll give you advantage. If you want to, I mean, because you're a bear, bears probably can climb around rocks and trees pretty well. So the DC is going to be lower than it would be for a regular, centaur.
Bears fall out of trees all the time.
Okay.
There's whole videos about it.
Okay, so first thing, bonus action rage.
Okay.
Called.
Oh, I might be taking 5d10 in a second.
Yeah. So your DC is 10, and that's what you're rolling
Alright.
against. Just the very.
Oh my god,
And
please
you have
roll.
advantage.
And you have advantage. But you,
Roll 2-1.
you only have to roll once for your movement, but that is difficult terrain. So
Yes. I've got a +1 to this roll.
Oh, please roll a 1.
So let me just 1, 2, 3, 4.
it's all or nothing. Either you make it to the edge of the waterfall or you don't.
This is gonna be my.
Oh no, that was like, what is my movement?
Oh, yes. So
Yes.
it's
difficult terrain.
it's difficult terrain, so you're just going to be half your regular movement.
All right, so then I'm gonna dash.
Okay.
All right. First dice is an 18. Second dice is a 15. So like,
Yeah, so you get to the edge, and the water's coming down fairly fast, swiftly, but you can now kind of see inside a little bit. Remember, the waterfall's coming from within and then going out. And so it's not like coming from the outside, it's coming from the inside. And you can kind of look up and see a crevasse within the grotto itself. You see it pooling around the inside just a little bit, which denotes it as a grotto, but you can easily step in from this point. You're just going to be in about 3 feet of water.
oh, fool you thinking I'm going to step and walk. I cast jump on myself. That gives me, like, my standard long jump would have been 19. It's functionally it would be 10 from just standing.
But you used the dash,
But I
right?
used the dash and I used jump. So I have a 30-foot jump.
Okay, but your action and your...
Action, bonus action, I still have movement left. Would jumping count for my total movement?
Well, jumping is good. Well, yes, actually, because you already cast
part
jump
of
on
your-
yourself.
Yeah.
So
jump on
that's just
myself.
part of your movement. Yes. So sorry. Just the way you said it,
Yes,
that you
I
cast it, but you
understand.
already cast it. So
Yes.
She had cast it, yeah,
yeah.
last round.
Yeah. I would like to present to you a curtain. I would like a curtain of water, a room where a man thinks that he is safe.
You're gonna jump through the water.
I'm going to jump
Okay.
through the motherfucking waterfall.
It's gotta be the scariest.
1, 2, 3. Yep, I can get right in his fucking face. So,
Talk about drop bears.
hey, bitch.
Okay. Captain Solaro is a little bit stunned
And
by a bear suddenly appearing.
you just hear it lowly.
Not only a bear appearing or rushing into the room, but literally to him perhaps flying in as this airborne bear leaps through the waterfall and right in front of him. And you're done with all your actions and
I am
bonus actions
done
and
with
movements and everything,
everything,
right?
so I
So
look at his face and I just.
okay, yeah, he looks a bit jarred. And that's it for the round. So Nestro is
Damn it.
now definitely dead. Hildy put the final stroke into that.
Well, things happen.
So we're gonna have pirate number 1, and then we're gonna have the captain. So this is gonna be interesting. Okay. All right. So pirate number 1. Pirate number 1 is on Jaseni still, right? So you can make 2 attacks against her. Famous rolls again. 18 and a 14.
Your armor class.
19.
Wow, so both of them miss. And he ain't no complete fool. So he's going to use his bonus action to disengage.
Please.
Fucking swashbuckler rogues.
Nailed it.
Oh!
Did he fall?
No, this is where the cliff is. This is just on
He's
single.
fucking off.
This is all just forest at this point. So he's just like at the edge of where the trees are. The pathway is leading here, and this is all forest. And then we have the cliff, which is basically here and just kind of runs off like this. So,
But to hear you
So he
do
made an
see a
attack.
bear just
Yeah. No, I.
rip across and jump.
I'm like. I just see. Okay, that's the.
okay. All right, so the captain, you can see he's wearing what appears to be full chainmail. And he's got a semblance of basically a small shield, almost like a buckler. And then, of course, he's carrying this this slightly larger rapier, thicker and wider, and just nastier looking. The equivalent of a longsword, but the shape of it's different. And he makes a couple of strikes against this bear that suddenly appears in front of him.
All right.
And hey, cannot roll tonight. So I get an 18 and I've got a 9.
The 18 hits, the 9 does not.
Okay. So the damage from the sword is 11.
Perhaps 6. Perhaps 5. Thank you.
Because you're raging. And yeah, he's just right now he's just a little bit still shocked.
Do I see those centaurs in the corner though?
Yeah, from where you are now, you're close enough. You're within the light of the caverns. You can see that there are these figures moving around. They're all kind of rushing toward the fence. And as you appear, you haven't done anything, but the captain has struck out at you, doing just superficial damage, and they start to cheer.
Oh,
And you can tell by their voices that these are young kids. They sound like young kids.
are they cheering because he's attacking me?
It's hard to tell.
All right.
Passively, you're not sure. That's gonna bring up Hal.
Oh, he's behind me now.
Woof! Swing around, reckless. Gonna swing the axe at the guy pursuing me.
Okay. Pirate number 3. Or,
Natural 20.
wow.
Oh God.
You gonna proc the totem again?
No, I'm not
This is the guy we already injured.
Yeah, this is
too.
the-
This guy, you're gonna obliterate him.
It's 18 points of slashing damage.
18. That's the one. Oh, that's pirate number 1 or slaver number 1.
That's the one we bashed in.
That's all.
Yeah. So your axe just cleaves through this guy, dropping in a heap.
Contemplate for a split second and oh no, I'm sorry, Hildy. And I'm going to duck back into the fray after seeing how brilliantly that went. Another reckless attack on the one that's engaged with Hildy.
Okay, it's pirate number
Good thing that
3.
was reckless. That's 17 to hit.
That hits.
Cool. Oh shit! I keep rolling shit on my d12. That'll be 8 points of slashing damage.
Okay. All right, he takes the hit.
Yeah. And can I do anything bonus? No, that's all I got.
All right, so then we're gonna have pirate number 2, or slaver number 2, and then we're gonna have Dakir on deck and Justini and Hildy right after. So number 2, I think that's the one that's still on Justini that has not moved. Okay, so he's gonna go ahead and make a rapier attack on her. So a 13 and a 24.
24 hit.
Okay. So a total of 9 points of slashing damage on Justini. He's going to disengage. I don't know what's going on in there, so
They still probably wouldn't want to go in there.
They don't understand the situation that we're in.
It's the cinnamon tar hiding in the bushes.
That's what I'm best at.
Are you gonna start sniping?
I am.
you can have an opportunity attack on him if you want.
Opportunity.
No,
He disengaged.
Yep, sorry, disengage. So no, you don't.
Never mind what I think.
Yes.
This is why I hate rogues.
All right, Dakir, you are up, and Justini is on deck.
Bonus action hide, like a little bitch. I got a 13.
Okay, where are you?
In the shrubbery.
In the shrubbery. Okay.
It's a shrubbery.
I'm like holding my chest bleeding. I see Kiva just jump in bear form in the tree in front of me.
You get a sense that nobody's paying attention to you. You know, just another day.
Alright, I'm going to finally use the oath bow. Thank you for that.
And somewhere, Francisco cries.
I really appreciate the commentary.
Yeah.
He wakes up from his dead sleep.
Just a rubber.
I'm gonna go for the one right in front of Hildy.
The one that Hal's engaging?
Yeah. Would that be? Would that just be a straight roll at that point?
What do you? Oh yeah, you're hiding from stealth. You're hiding from a hidden position.
Yeah.
He doesn't know you're there, so
Advantage, right?
you would have an advantage.
All right, 8 and a 9, which
Plus?
will put me at 15.
Okay, no, you miss.
Damn it.
That almost hit me.
You didn't see anything.
I didn't see anything.
Oh, I'm out of hiding, so that's the end of my turn.
That's it. Okay, Giuseppe, you're up.
Alright, what do I
Roll the
have to
undead.
do to get my daggers back? I have to go get them and then...
They're on the ground, so you can use a free action to pick up one.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll pick up one.
Okay. And then you can, and then you can move and attack, bonus, whatever.
Or you can use an action to pick up the other.
Right.
And then what other... And then I can't do anything else, or...
Pick
Not
that
on
up.
your action.
Except me. Gotcha.
Or you could theoretically action surge, and then you have your ability to attack after that.
Or you can throw the dagger that you just picked up.
And I can do two things, right?
When you take the attack
I can
action.
do two attacks.
Roll the dagger.
If you action surge, you have another turn.
If you take the attack action, you have 2 attacks, yeah.
Okay. So, but I can move too, right?
Yes.
Alright, so I'm gonna move to this guy and attack him with my rapier. Not the other guy.
Oh, this guy?
Yeah, that guy.
She has enough.
Because also it started from the doorway and that guy was sparkling inside.
Rapier.
8. No, what is that?
7 plus
16.
9.
16?
Good girl.
This is hard.
16
Yeah.
misses.
Oops.
Do you have another strike, or is that?
She does have. You do have 2 attacks.
Yeah, 2 attacks and one for 1 action.
Alright, so I can try again.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, that's terrible.
No.
Alright, 4. Nope, 14.
14 misses as well.
Oops.
Okay, so is that it for Giuseppe?
I don't know if I move anymore.
No, you moved up and then moved over.
Okay, then no, that's it.
Okay, so that brings up Hildy.
Well, Hildy's not happy with this guy up getting in her face, but luckily Hal's there to help her.
Yeah.
So,
I'm helping too by distracting him with arrows.
I see that.
Where'd the kid go?
He's in the
Homer
bushes here.
Simpson.
Hildy's gonna draw and swing her short sword. She's so good at it. Well, not today. 11.
Sweet a miss.
Aww.
Hey, Sandra. Come on, lady. Is that it for Hildy?
That is it for Hildy.
All right, so it's gonna bring up slaver number 3, which is the one on Hildy. Okay, so let me show you how it's done.
That's not very nice.
He might. 23 and
Hits.
a 22.
Hits.
Okay, so
Hold on, please.
okay.
Either good time. 16 and a natural 1. Her skin reaches out and slaps him back when he hits her.
Okay.
You have one ability that's not gross.
No.
9 points psychic.
Okay.
No, the hell, you're standing there. And when he hits her, her cheek reaches up and slaps him across the face.
That's why it's psychic damage, because you're like, what the fuck?
So first of all, 17 damage from the rapiers to
Okay.
Hildy, and then as your skin detaches itself and reaches out, smacks this guy for 9 points of damage.
9 points of psychic.
9 points of damage. So he's ow! Oh fuck! I agree. Yes.
Imagine how that was in bed.
Get on your side.
Paul briefly considers turning to kill him with fire.
Yeah, very perturbed fellow. I mean, this has never happened to him ever. So, Definitely a first. It's,
It's a thing.
wow. Is that it from Hildy? She don't know weird shit she's gonna do right now?
That is it for now.
Right, so the shaman inside, the Lucas shaman,
Does he notice?
oh yeah, I realize that something's going on. Behind him with the growling bear and the exclamation from the captain.
He turns around and he's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, pretty much. A little bit surprised, shocked, awed,
little
hungry.
I'm not in here with you. You're in here with me.
That's what you're thinking in your head. You're
Yes,
like,
Fair.
Just sounds like more bear noises.
yeah. Yeah, this guy, okay.
What's he gonna do? I'm real close to his captain.
Yeah, we're gonna find out.
What kind of AoE shit's he gonna pull?
It's not
Oh, good.
Montego Police. Roll wisdom. Save.
Alright.
That's fair.
Wait, oh no, you're bad at those.
No, I'm not. I'm actually not.
If it's like
I don't have.
farm, monster, or whatever, I'm leaving.
He's gonna gallop right off the side. The cliff.
Actually, that's like that leads to good question. Like with charm, no charm person.
Well, let's not assume that
I
yet.
mean,
So,
mentally, you're human.
Yeah.
You're humanoid still.
All right. So 11.
You're bad at those!
I rolled shite. I got a 6.
Oh no.
What's gonna happen?
We're gonna have a Tasmanian devil coming towards us.
okay, so
Well, I did have plans on how to
to
kill
your
him.
own shock and horror, your physical shape begins to change.
Is he? Wait, I'm immune to polymorph.
Are you?
I'm a shape changer.
Oh. He did not know that!
Wait,
And so when he cast polymorph,
does Wildcat count as?
Yes.
Does it?
does it?
Yes, I can
Specifically
wild.
says that,
It
I'm pretty
specifically
sure.
says that. I can wild shape out of it.
Yep.
That's the.
So does it make you drop your shape, your wild shape? Does it return you back to your human form?
Is it polymorph?
It's
Is it
polymorph.
Yeah.
He just cast on her.
Oh!
He was going to polymorph you into a carp.
Adorable.
Oh, so he
top
could have
result.
casted Geots. Alright, same level?
I think it is. It's 5th level, right?
Fourth
The
level.
cleanest answer would be you cannot polymorph with wild shape druid because polymorph says that shapeshifters automatically succeed at the saving throw to resist.
Wow.
Yep.
Well, he did not know that.
No, he did not.
And so he just wasted a fucking spell. And you can see he's very, very perplexed and not happy about the whole situation.
There.
Yeah. To be fair, he didn't see her transform.
No, all he saw was a bear.
Yeah.
Convenient bear.
No, it's gonna be a conjured bear.
Even I was not clear on that, so but I still would have done it anyway because that's what he would have done. So
I owe
that's
somebody
it for him.
apology.
That's it for him. So Kiva, what are you doing? You just felt this weird sensation for a moment, but nothing happened, and so.
You know what? I was planning on attacking this guy, but I felt the tickle of his rapier, and I decided, yeah, bitch behind me's gotta go. So,
She's gonna take on the shop.
He's the priority target right now.
yeah, I would like for you to do an opportunity attack as I bum rush the goddamn shaman.
Okay. Oh yeah. So 24.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. So slashing damage from the rapier is 7.
Okay, 3. Alright. First attack, I'll do a claw attack on this motherfucker. Reckless, because I'm angry.
Okay.
That's, plus 7. 14, does 14 hit the shaman?
No.
I mean, he's
Alright.
kind of half naked, so.
Alright.
It's almost as if he's got some sort of a shimmering shield on him in a
It's almost as
way.
if he's shielded with
Not, yeah, that, it's
well,
not,
mage armor.
not like, yeah, exactly. So it's just basically not doing any damage.
Yep, and then we go for the bite attack. There we go. I hit. That's a 25.
Yeah, that hits.
26. I hit.
I'll give you that.
His AC is 32.
Yes.
No, this isn't like, we're not at level 6 yet.
No, he's in 3/4 cover and he casts shield.
Okay, so that's 9 points of fair damage.
Okay. All right. So as you, do you have anything else after that attack?
That was my action, that was my, I don't have a, I can't bonus action. Can you bonus action an unarmed attack as a bear? I didn't think so.
But he just you notice that he just flares with energy, and you need to make a con save.
I am better at that.
Back
That's
at
an
this.
8 on the die plus. Oh wait, no, I use my bear. Do I use my bear con? I do use my bear con. It's the... Oh good, it's higher. That's a 7 plus. What's my constitution? That would be. If it's a 7 here, if it's 7. So 7 plus 8 is 15.
Okay, so you made it.
Sorry.
You feel this necrotic energy just wash over you. So you don't take the full amount of damage, which was terrible because I rolled ones. But you do take 6, which is half.
Yeah, so I take 3 points.
No, you would have taken 12,
Oh.
so it's 6.
But then he takes half again because.
Oh, I take half again because
Oh,
I
okay,
resist
yeah.
necrotic.
Right. Okay. Yeah, so 6. 3 is what you take from that
Roll
whole
the
other.
damage.
Okay. Yep. So. All right. So that's going to take us to the end of the round, and we're going to go ahead and end it here tonight. Pick up next week. Continue with this battle in the grotto. See how our heroes fare.
Next week.
As it seems like it's fairly well balanced at this point. Does it? Yeah, a little bit. I mean,
I don't know if that's the word I'd use.
a little bit.
It could be better if
feel
the
great.
Centaur wasn't hiding in the bushes.
A stiff breeze could kill me right now.
No, fighting in the bushes is what he should be doing. What he shouldn't be doing is missing like a bitch.
Damn!
But there's a few tricks up the sleeve, so we shall see next week. So thank you all for joining us, and have a good night. See you next time.
Good boy, everybody. Good night.
Good, so that Centaur was definitely evil, right?
I thought so at first, but I don't think so. I think he's just stupid.
No, so we're like the kids cheered when the guy attacked me. So
Yeah, but they're
that
You know what it
doesn't
is?
actually mean it.
You know what it is?
Stockholm.
He's the slaver, and they rescued the children from him.
Yeah, that's my personal opinion.
I'll be so pissed.
No, it might be for your plan.
I would just start talking about it.
They ran away.
all honored.
They ran away. They were shamed.
Anybody?
They wanted to be pirates. They ran away with pirates.
Lost boy situation?
That's what I'm.
What was that, Peter Pan?
We don't know that's a pen.
It looks
A lot like a pen in an open doorway.
Wait, right here.
That's not. I don't think.
Oh, that's just because the faces are
Yeah,
touching.
the faces are touching. That's not what I'm going with.
Let's assume the worst in these people, please.
I guess when you get in there, you'll find out for sure.
Talk to the children.